Hey, folks on the internet. Hope you're all having a wonderful day and welcome to Spooky Saturdays, a just chatting installment where I share scary stories and delightful conversation with my friends on Twitch. Whether you're here with us live or you're enjoying the spot at your leisure, I'm really happy you're here. Today, I'm joined by Tabby Meow, the
Oh,
Darzen, and the bluest one of us who's just fantastic. If you're not already following her on Twitch, if you're not following her on the internet, just in general, I know she does a lot of different things. Please be sure to check her out. Can I have somebody do the little shout out thing for her? Because I can't remember how to do it. I'm super professional, as you can tell. So, Tabby, how we doing today, Tabby?
I'm so good. I'm so full of Chinese food, so I'm tired, but I'm
Oh
great.
no, you have the
No,
itis.
I'm great. Honestly, I'm good. I'm feeling pumped up. I'm excited.
Yeah, I know right now because the time difference,
Mhm.
because you're Welsh and you're over in the UK.
That's me.
It's like it's nighttime.
It is. It's 8
Cat,
p.m. It's
thank you so much for following.
We have a cat strike.
I love her. She is fantastic.
So fantastic. Oh, what an angel.
Just a just a treasure. Look at her go.
Look at her go, little
Look at her
babe.
go. Coolest cat on the internet. Blazing folks.
Such an
Peoples.
angel.
So I know you do the Twitch thing.
I
Uh
do the Twitch thing. Nearly
what other
2
stuff
years.
do you like, what other content do you create?
I create art. If you could call, I want to call myself an artist, but that always sounds so tossy, you know? But I am.
Honestly, I've actually I'm
Ugh,
commissioning, like, you have
yes.
some really awesome art.
Thank you. That's really sweet of you. You don't have to say that, honestly.
Honestly, here's the real thing. First, Cat, we're doing great. Hope you're
We're
having a
so
wonderful
good.
Saturday.
Hmm.
Um, Second, I can't draw to save my life. Like, I have a brilliant idea in my head for something, and then I'm like, I'm gonna draw it. It's gonna be beautiful, and then it's literally stick figures, and I'm like, nailed it. Every
That is perfect. Honestly, I think I've been saying recently that I'm struggling with ideas, like especially for myself. So I think there are ideas people and there are doers people, and the fact that we can come together and make amazing things. You need the ideas people
yes,
because it's hard to do both. It's so hard to do both.
it
I have to
really
get my
is,
ideas from other
especially
people.
if you're like me and I have like this weird, it's not FOMO. It's it's like I am afraid that I can't just immediately pick up anything and be amazing at it.
What? There
Uh,
should be a name for that phenomenon, right?
It's
I
it should. You know
just
what?
fear, just
Some
fear.
Someone get in the comments. Get in the comments and tell us what that's
What?
called.
What is that called?
Uh
Oh my
so
goodness. Well,
real
that
quick, I just wanna quickly shout out Jotun. Yoda underscore 17 actually made the set for this.
it's beautiful,
I know,
genuinely.
isn't it doesn't it just make you
Oh,
happy? It just
yeah,
makes
it
me
does.
happy. He's like unprovoked, he was like, "You need cute little bunny bears. Here you go." He's like, "You know what I'm gonna do?" And he made,
Oh,
he was like, "Now you have a little talk show desk. Gifted kid syndrome. Thank you. Thank you,
oh, is that
Zach."
actually a thing? There's such a name for it. You're like so terrified that you're not gonna. Hi, Sock.
Thought it was
So
just
terrified.
regular boy anxiety, but it turns out it's special boy anxiety.
So hard to tell your different anxieties apart. We've
It
all got
is.
so many.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I thought, I thought this whole time I was just like going through like my own little journey, and it turns out like no, we're all there. We're all in this together.
Amazing. I love that. Gifted kid syndrome. I like that very much. I have heard of that to be fair.
I haven't, but it's okay because I in the last few years I've just stopped. Anytime I see something, I just like on the internet. I try to avoid doom scrolling because it makes me
Yep.
sad.
Mhm. Same.
Instead, I would rather be scared, which is why I've been reading scary
Here we are.
stories. Here we are. This is roll credits. No,
Yeah, Spooky Saturday turns into let's talk about all the things we're scared of. Like
Scared.
life
We're all gonna be scared now.
life
Um,
fears. Let's really delve into that psyche
we're
and
gonna
scare
we're gonna
ourselves.
dive in. Basically, how this works. I know you've watched the show before, but
Yeah.
basically, like I read a story, um, and then you read a story, but like in the middle there, during either telling, we have a thought, interjection,
Okay,
like
great.
comment. We just do that. Just like if I was telling you this conversation over a cup of coffee, like in your tea room or something.
Actual conversational. I
Act
love that.
conversational, exactly.
I love that.
Uh,
I love that so much. I'm good at conversation. I've been
I am
told.
I am legitimately that person in a movie
Yes.
theater who's like, "Girl, don't be
Mhm.
doing stupid like, don't go up the stairs.
No,
Break
don't
your
do
window
that.
out and leave." Like,
I
um,
will talk. I talk to the television. I can't remember the last time I actually went to the cinema, but I do talk to the television for definite. I'm like, no, don't do that. No, come back.
it's
Or,
so
it's right there.
with
I'm.
everything,
Oh,
like, the last few years, we're more home-based.
yeah.
Um, poor zombified potato, my significant other, he has to deal with me when we're watching stuff, because 'cause I'll pause it,
Oh,
be like, "I just need
yeah.
to talk shit real quick," and then we'll be done. It
I.
legitimately took us, like, 2 days to watch the Zack Snyder what's Jack Snyder? The Zack
Jack
Snyder
Snyder.
cut
Yeah.
for, Justice League.
Oh,
It
because you
took
were
us,
like,
like,
I
2
have this
days
to
'cause
say.
I was like, "I have a lot to discuss." Uh, but yeah,
Love that. I
we're just
love
gonna
it.
have a spooky chat,
Mhm.
um, and that's we're just gonna go with it, doing it
Okay.
live. Yeah,
Doing it
sound good to
live.
you?
Yes, it sounds so good. I'm so excited. I love getting spooked. It's one of my favorite things. I'm
That's
here
what we're
for it.
here for. We're here for it.
Yes.
Um, so I've had my friends, the bosom baddies, and my significant other, Zombified Potato. We proofed some.
Amazing.
They checked some stories on the internet for me. Um,
Yep.
there's a good chance that this may be like a fanfic of Sam
Ooh.
Raidi's Spider-Man, but
Okay.
where the bad guy doesn't sacrifice himself after he's had a change of heart.
Oh, amazing.
We're just gonna dive in.
Okay, I'm in. I'm in. I'm
We're gonna
so
do
in.
it. Let's do it. We're here for it. I'm really cool and didn't bring this up like I was supposed to.
So prepared.
So
So
prepared,
professional.
so professional.
That's
We're
us.
yeah,
We are prepared and professional.
the
The
best.
duo.
So let me just why is nothing wanting to load? Because I'm so cool.
Ooh.
Oh,
The music. See, I don't get because I can't listen to the stream because, good lord, I do not want to hear my voice. I would not be able. I can't hear the music.
oh, thank you.
Um,
Good call out on the sound. Cat,
yeah,
thank you. I
we
was
always
wondering,
appreciate
zombie
input.
ran in the room and he was touching something, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm just sitting here drinking coffee, like, I'm gonna read a story.
Amazing. I just did it.
Uh, so this one's called The Smiling Lady.
Ooh, I'm so excited. Sorry, I'm just.
Yeah, no, I'm always. So the user saying that they were watching a podcast on YouTube, which is where they heard the story, and it gave them chills. They
Ooh,
wanted to share as well.
nice.
The incidents from the Mad Islands, which is a bunch of islands on the outskirts of Mumbai, the capital city of the Indian state of Maharashtra. Um, the Mad Islands are still not very well developed. It's considered a remote place with roads built around forest areas. There's not all the parts of the roads are well lit by streetlights. Some don't even have them. Only a few residential properties there. Is that like the qualifier for remote? Because I have lived in some remote areas that.
I was gonna say, personally, I don't think that's necessarily the remotest, but I guess maybe
Used
it's their version of remote over
Yeah, I
there.
used to live in a tundra, man. Streetlights? Who is
Oh
she?
my god, they were a luxury.
That's what them rich folks in the city have now. Around
Oh.
12 years ago, Smokey, who is the friend of the narrator, went to visit one of her friends who used to live on the Mad Island. It was around 1 a.m. Luckily, she found an empty taxi passing by. She took a seat in the back seat, and after a few minutes of driving, uh, Smika noticed that there was someone sitting beside her. An old lady with a big, creepy smile on her face, dressed up in a white sari, just sat beside her, but not looking towards her, just staring in front. Smokey noticed all of this, corner of her eyes. She could not believe this was all real. She didn't dare to take a look because if she did, all of this would become true. She could see that the lady was smiling, not even by looking at her, just from her peripheral vision. Smokey was frozen. Her face grew pale, not knowing what to do, fear growing every moment that what she would happen if she had happened to turn her head to see her. At this point, tears were rolling down her eyes. She's praying to God that her destination arrives soon. She kept her eyes straight the whole time. Nobody talked through the journey. A few minutes pass and she reaches the destination. The taxi stops outside of the front gate with her friend's villa, and it would just still take a minute's walk to reach the doorbell as it was a huge villa. Smokey tells the driver to drop her inside in the front of the door. For some reason, the driver hesitates but gives in as Smokey insists, and she's now crying. She's unable to take it anymore. She just wants to jump out of the taxi and run as fast as she can, but does not want the driver to leave her alone. The car drops her in. The old lady is still sitting, smiling, not looking at Smokey. As soon as the car stops, Smokey jumps out of the car and gives the driver the money, still not looking at the lady, still crying. But as soon as the driver took the money, he looked at Smokey. With a blunt face, somewhat scared, he asked her, "Ma'am, did you see the lady too?" And that's the end of that story. Um,
Oh, I
this
don't like it. Oh.
this was found on the subreddit uh, Ghost Stories. The user Dr. Dashing 14 posted this 26 days ago.
Oh, that's recent.
Yeah, it's scary. It's very scary.
Yeah, I'm not. Mine aren't like spooky like that. Mine are just accounts. So, oh, that one got me. That one got me tinglies.
Yes. Oof.
Can you imagine something like that though, like happening to you?
I'm not a. Let's see. My self preservation be like, bet I'm gonna open the door, drop out.
Right? Yeah,
Like,
just I'm done. No thanks.
actually, no. We're like, oof, this seems like a lot. I'm gonna just fuck off right quick. Have a great day though. Bye. Like,
that's that's giving me. Oh, that's genuinely tingles on the spine. Ugh. Reading time. Oh
what
God,
is
everybody.
what is
Chat.
oh,
Mapper.
reading time without the slash fiction?
I can't. No, I can't. Bacon, please don't make me. Bacon used to read
Okay.
awful slash fiction on his channel.
The
Bad
fates of the
time.
Greek myth. That's a good. That's I didn't even think of that.
Oh, yeah, no, me neither.
Why was she in the back seat? Was she just there to spook? Like I feel like if I was a ghost, I would.
That's what you
If
do.
I was sentient, I would absolutely mess with people all the time.
Oh my God.
Like, you know what? It's a
Yeah, of
boring
course.
Wednesday. I'm gonna,
What else are you gonna do? If it's eternal, what else are you gonna do?
yeah, get
You gotta do pranks.
creative. Get creative. Like,
Get creative and just smile for no
just
reason
smile
for a
for no
whole
reason.
journey.
It's less is more.
Oh yeah, you don't need to throw stuff around the room. You don't need to go full poltergeist. You could
Yeah.
just
Move the couch
be.
ever so slightly so they stub their toe at night. I'm here for it. More like a
Oh my
growlithe.
lord.
What
Oh
is
god.
going on in the chat? I love you guys so much.
Again, I could explain it to you, but knowing that there's Pokemon slash fiction out there is enough. That's scary enough, and
I'm
oh, it's
good.
horrible. Yeah, no, I know. It's horrible. It's a horrible time.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that one's creeped me.
That's
See, my story, like I was saying before, my story isn't from like a first person's perspective. It's about the story of a place that's like down the road from me.
Okay. Okay.
You want me to get into it?
Yes, I want to hear this.
Okay. So I figured I would choose somewhere that I've grown up hearing about and somewhere I actually want to go to one day because it's a house called Plas Teg. I don't know what I should have checked what it translates to. But I think Plas is place. So Plas Teg is in Pontblyth in Flintshire, and I live in Flintshire as well. It's really not that very far away from me. And it's supposed to be one of the most haunted buildings in Wales. And they run nighttime tours there as well, so you can actually do like the whole ghost hunting thing. I
Real
think they've been
quick,
on
I'm
TV.
sorry, real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. Go ahead.
So, you're beautiful blue from Wales.
Yes.
Okay, now my brain can feel comfortable continuing. I'm sorry. I had to do that.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it is.
I was gonna
Oh,
forget it later if I didn't say it. It had to happen.
beautiful blue. Yeah, no, I do love the link between Wales and Wales with a H and Wales without a H. I do love that. I'm going to make a Welsh whale at some point. That is an art piece I want to do, but that's besides the point.
Someone
That's just
commission it.
because uh, I'm just gonna do it for myself. Can I commission myself? Is that how this works?
You can do that.
Yeah,
Be like,
and
I'll
then
give you
I'll
an extra cookie
I'll
for
give
being a
myself a
good
discount.
artsy.
To stealth camping. Honest to God. Ooh, can you imagine? You know, I don't think you'll want to once you hear this, Tato. Um, there's apparently 15 ghosts lurking through its rooms and hallways. As well as serving as a residence for over 400 years, it's believed to have been used as a local court where people were often tried and hung. So, ugh. Um, I know. It was also said to have been used as a sanatorium, although no records have been found to support this. With such a varied history stretching back so far, the fact that there are many ghost stories at Plasteg is of little surprise. That's their actual write-up. I love it. So, I think the main one is the ghost of Sir John Trevor the First's daughter, Dorothy. I love the name Dorothy. She
Lovely name.
apparently, I know, I really, it's because it was my nan's name. Um, she haunts the A541, which makes it sound a little bit worse because that's just the name of a road. It's an A road, but it's the road that runs right past Plasteg. The story goes that she fell in love with a local farmer's son named Iorwerth. Her father knew of her feelings for Iorwerth and disapproved, forbidding her from seeing him. Determined to follow her heart, she planned to elope with him, taking her jewels with her that she had previously buried near the well in anticipation for when the night came so that she could run away. When the night came, Dorothy ran out to the well to retrieve her jewelry box, but she slipped and fell down the well to her death due to the darkness.
Oh,
It is believed that it is her ghost that people have seen for years on the road. Could she be running to meet her love, Iorwerth? Is she the woman in white? Which, the woman in white, I don't know why that makes me... Ugh.
well, yeah. I mean, no, the woman in white thing, like
Right?
that's like it's not just like one culture. Like almost every country has those
Yes.
types of spookums.
Including Wales. It's, yeah, creepy old ladies, or creepy young ladies, or creepy young children. They're always in
Kids
white.
are
Why are
creepy
they?
as hell.
I mean, I agree with you on that one. I even find kids singing creepy, so that's enough for
Right
me.
now, the music that's playing is this like really creepy. This old man.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Perfect time to be like, kids are creepy as hell.
um, So, Dorothy's body was discovered 2 months later in the well, but her jewels were missing. Iorwerth was so distraught at her death and feared of being accused of a murder, he hanged himself. His ghost is also believed to haunt the grounds, looking for his beloved Dorothy, which is sad. I do the love story. I know is a bit soppy, but oh, that just gets to me.
That's
That I
so. What
know
happened with her?
she fell
See?
down a well.
See, big brain me is like, well, she doesn't have any money with her now. So
Yeah.
did she fall down a well? Or was she just, walking around at night being like, I got all this money. I'm gonna escape. And then someone was like, about that, let me roll this lady and throw her
Yeah,
down a
she's
well.
done. Do you know what? I would not be surprised. It is North Wales after all. I don't know when that was supposed to have been, though. It doesn't actually say. I don't know what time that Sir John Trevor and Dorothy were supposed to have lived there. It doesn't say, which is frustrating. It could have been an accident, but why not a murder?
Absolutely. That is the question I will always ask. North Carolina has woman in white not so far away from us. That's scurry. That's a
Yeah,
scurry little thought.
that is scurry. I don't like that. Oh, there you go. Adam knows. 1610s. Wow, so we're talking 400 years ago.
Which is
So that'll be
crazy
right.
because you don't really see a lot of stuff from the 15th century pop
No.
up in like historical records. That might probably be why you can't really
Yeah.
confirm anything.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. So you could tell ghost stories about all of that sort of stuff.
History is wild.
Or history is well, that's one of my favorite things. Um, on one occasion during the late 1800s to early 1900s, a gardener is reported to have felt hands grabbing his shoulder, trying to pull him down the well. He
Oh,
struggled
jeez.
free. I know, he struggled free and looked down at the dark water beneath and saw nothing. So, so now she also haunts the well, which is terrifying.
That's unsettling for
You can see
sure.
why I, you can see why I really want to go to this place, right?
You're like, I actually need to go here for
Yeah,
science.
I am gonna go at some point for definite, and I will definitely write a story about. Well, write a at least firsthand what I see.
Oh
Oh
well.
well. Oh no, Teo,
Do you feel good
please.
about that? In
In
Wales.
Wales, Wales. God love
Wales.
you.
Oh man.
Um, Throughout the house, the sound of loud wailing is often heard. The theory is that it could be John Trevor V, who died sometime in the 18th century. He discovered his wife's affair, and her death came shortly after, believed to be by the hands of John himself. Drunk and guilt-ridden, he drove his carriage at high speed through the grounds of Plasteg, hitting a tree and severely injuring himself. Due to his injuries, he died a slow and agonizing death. This is a horrible place.
God.
It's stuff like this that makes me think, oh, it could actually be haunted. Because I'm not a skeptic, but I'm also like I'm not fully one way or the other, you
So
know?
do you believe
So
in ghosts?
I, I kind of want to more than I actually do. You know, I do. I love the idea of it, and I would love the idea of supernatural of some version, but I think I might be a little bit like I would have to see it to believe it. You know, a little bit. I don't know. I love ingesting all the content about it, like watching the shows and stuff, but I don't know if I totally buy into it. What about you?
Oh, for sure. Go
Oh, you're
go
in.
absolutely. Now, here's the caveat to that.
Ooh, okay. Love the caveat.
So so glad you asked.
Oh,
Ready for a
me
rant?
too.
We're all ready. Okay,
Yes.
so
Oh, we're all here for it. We're
we're
all here
here
for it.
for it.
Let's go.
Just imagine a little sciencey board up, strings, yarn that I've pulled out of chairs. We're just like, I couldn't even be bothered to go to the craft store. But,
Sit down
okay,
and listen.
all right, listen. So okay, do I believe spirits are real?
Mhm,
Yes. Do I believe there's definitely spooky, scary stuff out there that we can't explain that we would deem as supernatural? Absolutely.
mhm.
Absolutely. Do I think that all of the ghost stories everyone puts out there is real? No. Like there's literally like there are these two dudes who like
Yeah.
in the like 90s, 2000s made a living and like they made a whole ass enterprise out of their hobby of disproving ghosts. It was like
Oh, yeah.
it was a general contractor and a plumber. They even had like a TV show. They had like they went from like a two-man thing to like they had like three teams across the whole world doing these like little videographies or whatever where they're literally like, wow, this is a scary ghost story. And the general contractor's like, well, actually, it's this board right here, and that's what's causing the door to pop open. Y'all just
I
need
found
to
it.
keep up on your house repairs. Like, huh,
Oh my
that scary
lord.
wailing you're hearing? Yeah, you need a plumber, man. Like, all your pipes over here got to be replaced because they're made of iron and they're rotting out.
Yep.
It's
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm so with you. There's so many stories out there that have logical explanations. It's like, okay, fair enough, it was fun for a while, it's a story, but it could be logically explained by pipes or
Oh
boards.
yeah, for sure. I mean, there's definitely a lot of stuff, especially when you're already scared. If you're
Yeah,
already scared and then suddenly you hear something pop off or this, like you're already in that mindset of like,
of
I
course.
am in danger for whatever reason. Something pops off. Your first thought, in that moment is like, okay, I need to react. I need to figure out what this is so I can act accordingly.
Hmm.
And a lot of people are just like, there's a ghost, gotta go. Or like, oh no, it's a demon. Like, and then they're like,
Yeah.
let's investigate. Like, no, if it's scary, just leave.
Yeah. I,
Just leave. Like,
the
come on.
biggest trope of spooky horror films, where it's like, wait, no, we'll stay, we'll sit it out. It's like, no, just actually leave. If you were a normal person, you would just leave.
Like, if I'm
Just
driving down
go.
the road and I go to stop at a sketch gas station, petrol
Yep.
station, if you will,
Mm-mm.
um,
Nope.
and the dude's like, yeah, that house that you're gonna drive by is super messed up. Um, like,
Yeah.
cool, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
the other way, like detour.
Yeah.
Not
Guess where
doing
I'm not
that.
going.
Like, oh, there's like you have to stop at this five and dime like hotel, because it's the only place for a while, and it's really sketchy, and there's a murder on the loose. Nah, bro, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna lock myself in my car in a defensible position, ready to pop off if anybody tries me. Like, that's me. Also, save money.
Exactly.
Save money. Be fiscally
Save money.
responsible.
Yep.
Chat. Well, some stuff's going
Oh,
on. Don't let your desire to be haunted keep you from fixing your water heater. Yes.
exactly.
Your cat stuck in a cabinet.
Yep.
We saw ghost
Not that
orbs on
dummy.
camera. The place hasn't been dusted in a decade.
Ah.
Facts. Facts.
Concentrated ectoplasm.
Concentrated ectoplasm.
Oh, that's great.
No,
Wolves
but
as
like
well.
if you see hoof prints in the woods,
Mm.
don't immediately jump to zebra. It
No.
may just be a horse, a cute little
Yeah.
pony on its
Yeah.
way to Candy Mountain.
That would be great.
That's
I wish Candy Mountain was real if we're wishing for things.
we
I
can
wanna
wish
go
in
there.
one hand. No.
Yeah.
No, but there's definitely there's a lot to be said because there are some stories out there that when you hear them you're like, nah, that sounds like some real ass shit. Like,
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
and like nobody expects to be grabbed next to a well. Sure, you
No.
may have like a fear of being snuck up on, and maybe the stories of knowing that somebody died right there is
Yep.
impacting your ability to say maybe this isn't someone grabbing my shoulders. But
Yep.
like, am I gonna turn my back to this well and be
Nope.
like, I'm just gonna stand here first? It's not smart. Somebody already fell down there.
Yeah. Be smart.
Use
Be
your
smart,
street,
people. Don't just
use your street
don't
smarts.
don't stand near an open well.
What could go wrong? Nothing could go wrong. Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedy.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
that's
one.
right.
There's,
That's
what's
right.
that?
Don't go out and whistle at night. Absolutely.
Oh,
Or
God.
do, but like, YOLO. That is. Are there any more things from that you like, notable
There's
things from that place?
there's one more about a 16-year-old called Elizabeth Trevor Roper. I knew I'd mess that up. She died age 16 at Plasteg in 1815, so they've actually given us a year this time. Reportedly, two men had fallen for her, but she only loved one of them. In a fit of jealous rage, the one that she refused killed the man that she loved, and then chased her back to the house. Terrified he might kill her next, there was a struggle, and Elizabeth either slipped or was pushed down the well and ultimately drowned.
Oh my god.
Yes,
So that's two people. Well,
I
two
feel like this
people
well should be
zero.
covered. There's also reports of people being touched or prodded. sudden emotional changes, giggling, sobbing, knocking, whispering. You know, the standard paranormal of a stately home or a classic oldie worldy house. I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful building. Don't get me wrong. Like if you look at pictures of it, it is stunning inside and out. Um, but so I do want to go there just to be able to see it. You know, I just want to
Yeah.
because I love. Again, we were saying before, I love history and I love ingesting that sort of stuff. And this, how it was built in 1610, so this building is over 400 years old, and it's down the road from me. So I do want to go at some point, but I would like to
That's
go at night to do the
honestly,
spooky stuff too.
that's a hats off to that architecture. To have
Oh,
something last that long and still be so beautiful and like
oh, it
manageable,
is
like you're not
stunning.
gonna fall through floorboards, just
Yeah,
get thrown into some
just a well.
wells. Just some wells.
Just don't go near the well. I'll
Like
be
the
fine
rest
if
of
I
the
stay
house
away from
is
the
sound,
well.
the grounds are sound over here, but that well over there, people
Oh,
just be falling down that. Let me tell
any
you what.
if anybody wants to look it up, I'm gonna put it, um, just the name of it, because obviously I'm saying it Welsh, so Plath Teg Flintshire. Same county that I'm in, that's where I live. I love interesting ghost stuff. Yeah, that's me. Feed
Listen,
your well. Sorry, I'm just reading chat and giggling. They're all very funny. Oh goodness me. So yeah, that's
absolutely.
all I had. That's all I had on Plasteg. But it's one of those ones that I've grown up hearing about, so I just love it. I love all the stuff to do with it.
I enjoy a good like I notorious for playing Phasmophobia before
Yes.
bed because I'm like I can't sleep. I need to be spooked. And
Oh,
then
do you like being spooked in order to feel sleepy, or
yeah,
to just spend some time?
I've got a lot of mental problems. Like I can accept that about myself, but like I like to be like that like bump of adrenaline and
Yeah,
afterwards you're like, whoo, huh, dopamine, thanks, good night. Like
yeah.
like
Wow.
whew.
Yeah, no. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. Because I'm normally the kind of person that I love horror films, love them, but I'll normally need to cleanse afterwards with something like comedy or a kids film or something, just
Comment.
that I can, so that it doesn't, yeah, just to calm myself down and feel a bit better. Because I do genuinely get scared of the dark, like in the dark. So not to like terrifying levels, but I'm like can get a bit spoopy from us, I can spook myself out a little bit. So I do like to have something as a palate cleanser after a horror film, especially the spooky ones.
Honestly, there's like a lot to be said because like even as kids are innately afraid of the dark. And
Yes.
the thing I always think is like, okay, there are certain like things genetically that happen to people's DNA, over the generations. Like we build like if your bloodline, your genetic makeup back in the day came from a place that it was food scarcity, so like it held on to everything.
Yeah.
Like that was like 4, 6, 12 generations ago. And your body's like, famine could happen anytime. Store it in the thighs. She'll be fine. Like
Yes.
so the same I'm wondering if the same could be said like of like that fear mechanism. Like
Yes.
back. At some point in human history, there
Yeah.
was a serious reason to be afraid of the dark. Could it have been predators? Could it have
I was
been
yeah, I was just
scary
gonna say
cryptids gonna eat you? Could it be the Fae?
maybe maybe they're telling ghost stories around the campfire and they're like, don't go out in the dark because yes, something will get you. Maybe it's a passed down storytelling thing.
I mean, it's crazy to
Gotta
think
be right.
about. It's
I love
crazy
that.
to think about. I know a few weeks back, um, I think it was I was Jotun was on the show and we were talking about um I know with Blast Hub we also got into this. Where we were talking about that
Yes.
whole the face thing. Where when you see like a face that's like a person, but
Yes,
it's
Uncanny
not like a
Valley.
person and it makes you
Yes.
uncomfortable. So if we
Yeah.
tie in that same thought,
Yeah.
what if it was something that looked like a people but wasn't a people and
Yeah.
came out of the dark and was like stab, 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 and everyone just like made that, just some light stabbing. No, just like made that connection, like scary things that look like people but aren't people come out of the dark and get you. I don't know. I'm spitballing, but I'm
Love
not a
it. Oh, yeah.
geneticist. It's scary to
Okay.
think about, and a lot of people don't feel weird. a lot of people get freaked out in the dark. If I'm
Yeah. Oh
downstairs and I
yeah.
turn the lights off, I'm gonna absolutely run up those stairs,
You
probably
do
trip a
run.
bunch,
Yeah.
but
Look like a bit. Yeah, no, oh, me and stairs, let's not. Like,
be like, and
too
I've
good
done
luck.
my cardio for the year. Good day.
That's me. Oh, dear me. That's really good.
Big feels, absolutely.
Yep.
I like
Big
that.
boots
I
too.
like that story. Those that area. You should definitely go there
I will, and
and
I'll
then
take
tell me
pictures.
all about
You know
it.
what, I might go. I mean, I will. I definitely will. Oh, absolutely. I would love to be able to give like first-hand stuff of anything I've seen, anything at all.
I
Um,
found I found I
ooh.
found a cute little thing on the internet.
Yes.
I
What did
wanted
you
to share
find?
this one. So this experience happened to my aunt and mom, OP's aunt and mom, before I was even thought of. My mom and dad were just starting to date this time. Um, I'll tell it as it was told to me many times over the years.
Love it.
My mom and aunt, you'll see her in my stories as H, did everything together. They even worked together. Real quick, I have in the last 2 or 3 jobs, I've actually worked with my sister at one point, my favorite
Yeah.
sister, uh, the one I like.
The one you
And
like.
it's like a funny thing because we'll get into because we have different last names. We'll get in and nobody will realize we're sisters until we're in the same room. And then they're like, "Oh, wait a minute, it's you. You're the problem." But no, I
It's
love
you
them.
all along.
It was me. Yes. On their days off, they'd get into my mom's car and just ride around. We still do this, by the way. One of my favorite things.
Yeah.
One particular day, they got several calls on the CB radio, because this was back in the 60s,
Yeah.
from friends and family they'd passed, asking them who all they were riding around with, because everybody knows that they never took others on their rides. Of course, it was just the two of them. They didn't understand why people were getting upset and asking why they'd lie about something so insignificant as to who was in the car. My dad even called them on the CB and got really upset that they didn't ask him to go for their ride because it was a sister thing, and yet they had some other dude with them. He assumed it was H's boyfriend or something. So, my great aunt ended up being behind them in it's a really small town in the south, and asked, "Can y'all pull over and come back to my car and help me with something?" Kind of confused but willing to help, they said, "Of course," and they did so. When they got back to my great aunt's car, she said something like, "Is something going on? Why don't you want anyone to know who you have in your car?" Thinking maybe that they were being forced to do something like that. Oh, okay. You know what? Hats off to the great aunt for being an
Yeah.
absolute ally in a in what could be perceived as
Totally.
scary situation.
Well done.
Good job.
Gold
Give
gold star.
gold star. That's what we need. Everybody just helping everybody else. Mom getting pissed at this point says, "For crying out loud, there's no one in the damn car. Look," and turned around to point, only to see some guy in their back seat. They swore he wasn't in there before and that he must have just sneaked in when they were getting gas or something, but they didn't see him at all. The figure he must have been down in the floor or something, maybe hiding. So they radio over to get some guys to come and check it out. This whole time, the guy didn't even flinch, didn't fidget. Some big buff guys and friends and family came over. Oh Jesus. They're like, "Get the whole town here. We're gonna yank this dude out of a car.
Oh
That'll alert
god.
him." Jeez. Whew. Let me get back in this. I'm sorry. It just seems
No,
like
don't
it seems
apologize.
like
I love it.
such a like jump from like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's somebody in your
That
car." It's like, well,
su-
now that we know it's someone in your car, let's get him.
super escalated very quickly.
Escalated very quickly. When they got to so they figured that they'd give this guy a what for sneaking into this car, and they went to pull the dude out. When they got to the car, he wasn't there. They came back to ask where he went, but looking back at the car, he was still right there. One of the guys actually got into the back seat where you could see plainly this dude, and no one was in the car. From the outside of the car, you could definitely see both of them in the back seat. but on the inside, it was only him. Now, growing up hearing this, I started to think, this has to have grown into some retelling, right? This is purely impossible. So at
Of course.
different times, I contacted each person that I could who was involved, and they each told me the exact story from their point of view. I can't explain any more than they could. This only ever happened in their cars. It happened in my aunt's car too. Oh, what? Um, and only if it was one or both of them in the car. This was the first time it happened, but it happened several times after that. The dude could never be seen from the inside of the car, only from the outside. Uh, and there's also another story that they have that they can add in later if anyone was interested. And they did put an edit. I just talked to my aunt, and she said that occasionally they could see the guy in their rearview mirror, but not every time, even a lot of the time. Especially they couldn't see him at all inside the car. She said he wasn't anyone they recognized.
It's a stranger.
And that's the end of the story. It's called Someone in the Back Seat. It was posted to the subreddit Ghost Stories 20 days ago by user uh, Emerald Nightshade.
Oh, cute
This
name.
is because at
That one is
first,
terrifying.
up until the edit, I was like,
Yeah,
could it just be a magazine with a dude's fate, like dude back a dude's head, like in the thing, and like you're
yeah.
just getting a reflection
Apparently not.
but no, and it wasn't
That's
just that one
horrible.
car.
That
That's
I would hate
I
that. Oh
hate
my
that.
god.
Hate that.
Like I already I have that very irrational like, oh, what if somebody's behind me in the car, you know? Because I do drive alone quite a lot in my car, and I drive at night sometimes, and I do get that whole like, make sure the doors are locked so nobody can get in sort of thing. And I do have the horror of the idea of seeing something in your rearview mirror that isn't actually there. That is horrible.
It is. It really is.
Imagine.
I when I first learned how to drive, um, I will talk a lot of shit about my driver's ed teacher if anyone ever asks me. But I will say this:
I'm about to ask, right?
he was listen. Okay, I'll get into that in 1 second. But he did
Okay.
one cool thing because I went to a semi-private high school, and this guy was like, "Listen, we're gonna make sure you guys are driving safely." And he had all of the students when you approach the car, he had you check from the outside into the back, make sure everything was good under like walk around the car to ensure everything's good, get in the car and lock the door. And then you had to buckle before you even started it. That was a really cool thing. So like
Yeah.
I've never been scared of someone in my back seat except for one time I was driving in the dark and I had like a creepy feeling. I was on a back road because I get lost. I get lost a lot. I'm super cool like that. But
Yeah. Been there.
I was unnerved. My radio had busted, so I couldn't listen to music. I was just driving around in like a quiet car, which is creepy. Like
Yeah.
I will admit it's creepy. It was nighttime. Um, and just out of my mouth, I go, it'd be a shame if someone was in my back seat because I'm looking for a good kill. And I felt comfortable because if there was someone in my back seat, now
Yeah, then
they're
we'll get
scared.
you
Now they're
now.
scared. I'm not locked in the
Yep.
car with them. They're locked in the car with me.
Yeah,
Uno
they are.
reverse. But
Yep. You Uno reverse them in real life.
in
I
real
love
life, there
that.
was no one in my back seat though. So if anyone had been in the car with
Love
me, they would have
that.
been like, "Bunny, what the? Are you
You
okay?" Like, no, I'm
okay
not. I'm
there?
not okay.
No. No, I'm terrified. And I'm
Um,
making threats.
Threats,
I'm
threats, I
quite
promise you.
serious.
Like very serious, very serious. But my high school gym, no, my he was my driver's ed instructor. When I was a kid, in my middle school, I had this just awful gym teacher. He was just mean, and I've always been a bigger lady. He was very like clearly fat phobic and
Oh.
just one of those like we're gonna like you kids aren't running enough, he literally took us up a moose trail, like 2 miles up a moose trail, and then had us do suicide sprints, like kind of serpentined, running
Yeah.
down in snowshoes, um, down the moose trail to like help build our stamina or whatever. He was crazy. Guy was
Yeah.
crazy.
Sounds it.
Um, and I frequently got in trouble for because I was also a mouthy little shit. I'd tell him off. Uh, and they'd be like, "We're gonna have detention." I'm like, "Cool, I live a mile from here, so I'm actually just gonna leave. Deuces." And I did. I did that a lot, but
Do not
get
blame you.
get mad, and I'm like, "Well, I can't fight, so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home and eat Ben and Jerry's." Like,
Oh,
but
beautiful.
so I get to high school, I'm doing my jam, living my best adorable life. And I go to I sign up for driver's ed, and I get there, and who is my driver's ed teacher? You guessed it.
Of course.
It was the middle school gym teacher. He constantly messed with me. Like he would lose my written assignments. So I
Oh,
started making him sign a sheet, but like I made a copy of this. Here's your copy, sign that you've received it here. I was that bitch. Like
I love that. I
um bec-
love that.
incredibly petty. But so it was a whole thing where he was like, "That's not my shirt." Like it ended up being a whole thing. I had to retake it. But one day he was saying something in the middle of class, and he singled me out and said, I don't even remember what he said. I just remember how it felt. It felt like he was trying to come for me to take a dig at me in front of my peers to make me look bad. Um, and without even, any forethought, I opened my mouth and out comes the spirit of vengeance. And it says, "Wow, you went from being a middle school gym teacher to a high school driver's ed teacher. Your mother must be very proud of all your accomplishments."
Nice.
So I got 2 blocks of detention, but there was another girl who spelled her name the same as me, with a different last name, but, like, it was very similar, and the first name was spelled exactly like my first name. So whenever
Oh.
administration would see that I got detention, they would immediately be like, "No, it can't be her. Bunny's, like, super sweet. It can't be her. It must be this other girl." So this other girl got loaded with a bunch of my detention. Feel really bad
Oh,
about it,
amazing.
but not really because she was mean. So, karma's real.
Yeah,
I
karma is real. Oh, I
confirmed
believe
it.
it. Now, if that's something you wanted to ask if I believe in, yes, I believe in karma. I do. It gets there
Skeptical
eventually.
on
Sometimes.
ghosts, skeptical on ghosts,
Mhm.
skeptical on
Yeah.
killer whales in whales, but karma for sure a fact.
Oh, gotta be. It has to be, right?
It
It better
has to
be,
be. I
honestly.
decided.
There's some people that need some comeuppance, I know.
Oh my goodness, chat has
Counting on
gone
it,
wild.
right?
Let me just real quick just make
Yeah,
sure.
you catch up. Don't worry.
Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Moth is here. Hey Motha.
Martha
ABS.
Moo.
Gotta test my
Yeah.
ABS system yesterday.
You
Yes.
know, yeah. What? Wait, what? I want to know about that actually. As in, you had to break, like, seriously slam on. I'm assuming that's what he means. Also, hi, Set. Welcome, Set.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Set. From Israel. I met her once. Was she a hottie with a body? Ew.
And also,
Love
hi,
it.
Thrall. Thrall got here earlier as well.
Thrall! Oh, Thrall's in the chat. Love Thrall. He actually made my little, he
Which?
and cartoonist Will made, the little, like, my image that I have is, like, my little, like when you go on Twitch and it's the little,
Your actual profile
yeah,
picture
my
or
actual
your
profile picture
amazing
is very shiny. He made it shinified. Um,
shinified?
they
I see
didn't know
that.
they were collabing until they did.
Amazing.
Oh, so
That's
that's one
fabulous.
I got. Do you have another one?
I do. I really, yeah, I do, and I'm gonna nerd out a little bit
I
here
love it. Here
because
for it. Let's go.
I'm nerding out because it's one of my favorite things. Is I used to way back when go on a wait a minute, am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
Okay, good. Sorry, everything looked like it crapped out for a second there, so I was just like, oh, panic. Um, I used to go on a yearly trip to an amusement park. We call it a theme park here called Alton Towers. It's in Staffordshire, so it's over in England, but it's only like a 2-hour drive from me. We'd get up really early, go there every year. Like as adults as well. Like I'd been as a teenager, but I fell in love with it as an adult. And there's this really now the ride itself is really weak, so that's not the bit that I'm focusing on because it's essentially one of those rides. It's an illusion ride where it's basically a big swing, but it makes it look like the whole room is spinning.
Oh, wow.
That's the ride element of it, but it's the story before it and the setting and the legend of the towers, which is what they call it, which is my favorite part because you're queuing up and you eventually when you get let in with a group of other people, they have there's a pre-show like movie that they show you and the settings all creepy and like do you know what I mean? They've really spookified the room and we're all stood there in the cold watching this story, and I'm going to read the story to you because it gets me every single time. I don't know why, but it just does because it's so ridiculous, but it's brilliant. I love
I love it. I'm here for it.
it. So the ride is called Hex: The Legend of the Towers. It was on a cold autumn night in 1821 when the thunder of hooves signalled the return of a wealthy 15th Earl of Shrewsbury back to his home, Alton Towers. As the journey neared its end, a mysterious figure suddenly appeared in the road. The Earl impatiently demanded of the driver why the carriage had stopped. With palm outstretched, an old woman pleaded with the Earl for a charity of a coin. The Earl cruelly dismissed her and instructed his driver to head back to the towers. Scorned, the old woman screamed a curse. For every branch of the old oak tree that fell, a member of the Earl's family would die. Later that very same night, a ferocious storm raged, and with one mighty bolt of lightning, severed a single branch from the old oak tree. And true to the woman's prophecy, a member of the Earl's family suddenly and mysteriously died. Shaken by this tragedy, the arrogant Earl ordered his servants that every remaining branch of the oak tree be chained up in an attempt to prevent further misfortune.
What?
I know. But the story didn't end there. Legend has it that the Earl became so obsessed with the fallen branch that he dragged it from the woods into the towers and sealed it in a secret vault. There, he became locked into a furious battle of science versus the supernatural, conducting bizarre experiments in a desperate attempt to finally banish the evil power of the curse forever. It gets me every time.
Oh my god. That
Isn't
took a
it
turn I was
fantastic?
not expecting.
I know. So it actually is the chained oak really exists near the Alton Towers theme park, because the Alton Towers theme park is actually built around an actual the Alton Towers, which is an actual building that an earl did live in. The story told at the attraction is sort of like a, a based on the witch's oak tree in Staffordshire. Rather than an old crone, the legend actually tells of an old man crashing the Earl's banquet and offering to tell fortunes. So they've changed it obviously to incorporate the fallen branch and the fact that you then enter the room within the ride of this branch all chained up, and you all then the ride happens again, which is weak and it's for children, and
Yeah.
it's just so much fun because the setting they have it in and the way they tell the story is just really impactful, and it freaks me out every time, and I love it.
No, for sure. There's definitely something to be said about
Oh,
showmanship impacting whether or not you can suspend your disbelief enough
yes,
to get in that headset to be like, this is some scary shit. I'm
I
not
highly
here to
recommend it.
judge the Earl, but
No, no,
got some judgments real quick.
yes, me
Firstly,
too.
you're an Earl. She just wanted one coin. You gonna be
Yeah,
like that's a party foul. That's a dick move. Like just
yeah,
it's one
you
coin.
fucked up. You fucked up, Earl.
Secondly, um, the tree branch falls, someone dies. Not to be insensitive, but that happens. Like it does not like I don't see like yes, you were thinking that, so obviously you're gonna make that connection.
Of course.
But just because it's a coincidence doesn't mean it caused it.
No,
And like,
but he believed it because of the curse that she
yeah.
screamed at him. He believed it.
And if he really thought it was a curse, why wouldn't he try to find her to make it right?
I know.
because
Rather than try and use science and
I
experiments
I'm
on
gonna
fallen
chain up
branches.
this tree because that makes logical sense. I'm just
We
gonna
should
just
have
we're gonna put a net around the tree, so none of the tree things, nothing
genuinely, and
falls.
I think there are images of it online. If you look up the legend of the chain oak, you can actually see this oak tree that it's actually got rusted iron chains on it. It's really awesome. I've never actually seen the tree because I don't think it's on the actual grounds, but I think it's a fascinating story. It's
It
brilliant.
is.
And again, the ride does successfully make you feel like you're going upside down. It does. You're not at all. But the way they do it in this big room, big vault, secret vault, it's really well done, and it's something I insist on doing, even though most people think it's a bit dull or a bit, a bit weak, because it's not a full-blown roller coaster. Of course, it's
Right.
just an illusion. So it's not actually like that thrilling, but it's something I insist on going in every single time I go to Alton Towers.
It's
Every time, without fail. I'm
tradition.
like, it is one of my traditions, genuinely, and I am a creature of habit, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do Hex at some point today. When the queues are short enough, getting in that queue, and I'm going to get creeped out for 20 minutes, and I love it. I'm
I love it too. That's
just catching up with chat as well now.
what is going on in the chat. There's so
You're all
chat's been
ridiculous.
popping. I've been seeing a little.
It's
Let's
it's
go.
hard to keep up with, isn't it?
Is I honestly usually I don't pay attention because
Oh,
usually it's just people
really?
saying hey or
Oh.
I'll look over and I'll be like, okay, cool. If I see something that's super cool or just someone being a great person. Like yesterday, I was doing the Dread Hunger bit with the usual suspects, and I had someone because I'm not affiliate yet, so I have a thing
Oh,
in
yeah.
my about that's like you can't sub to me, but if you want to give money, here's some really cool charities, and I had somebody who donated to one of the charities, and that made me feel very
Oh,
good.
that's so sweet. Which
Martha,
charities are you
thank you so
raising
much.
for?
Um, I've got some charities for indigenous folks. There's
Oh,
healing arrows in
lovely.
there. I've also got the orange shirt link up there as well. I've got a couple listed. Those are
Oh,
the
I
two that
see.
immediately come to mind without actually looking. Because I went through and
Yes.
I was like, I want to have a couple good ones out here. There's the educational fund too, for Indigenous Americans to help them afford higher education. The Healing
Yeah.
Arrows one supports mental health services for
Oh,
Indigenous veterans. Thank you guys so much for following Maffa and Muffabot.
yes. Hey, we will get our bots. They do a show in. I should use my bot more often. Really should. I
I
always forget
just
about
learned how
them.
to set up alerts. Not alerts, the
I
little command boys. I did some commands the other day.
saw one pop up before, the automatic ones on timer, the ones that post
Yeah,
automatically.
that tell people to get in the
Yeah.
comments.
Yes, I
It
love
stops.
that.
It's supposed to stop me from yelling, but I still am gonna yell. Get in the comments occasionally. They did
Do
it
it.
all in caps.
Never heard of that practice. No potato bot. No affiliation to zombified potato.
No, for sure, for sure,
Oh, I need a drink of water after that one. I genuinely
absolutely.
creeped
This is
myself out remembering it.
no, for sure. I just I'm gonna do science about it. We're gonna solve this curse.
Yeah, he's a smart cookie. Yeah, I'm
Listen,
gonna
I
get
commend
cursed.
it. I do. I do. Like
Well,
using
trying to use
your
using
ingenuity.
science.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very steampunk approach, but like
yeah,
respect, mad
well, yeah.
respect.
Good try. It is also a beautiful building, and it is the ride itself is based inside the building as well. So it's really now you get to go out into the gardens afterwards. It's fabulous. It really is. I miss it. I haven't been obviously for a good few years now, and I miss it very much.
We'll
I
have
want to go
to
again.
do that.
Oh
I'm gonna mentally be
yes,
there, like in spirit.
yeah,
I'll be there because
yeah. Well, you never know. You might make it over to the UK one
I
day.
might. Yep. and then we're just gonna have to have spooky chats in person.
Oh my god, is that true, Adam?
His family had to confirm that nobody died when a branch fell in 2007.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
What?
That's so cool.
Oh,
Oh, Alton Towers, Maffa. I'm talking about Hex the Ride up Alton Towers. I don't know if you've been. I just assume
that's
everybody up north. It's like one of the biggest ones up north. You know, the North England, North Wales. A lot of us go to Alton Towers. It's one of the bigger theme parks. It's one of the main ones, in fact. The curse must be lifted. Oh,
see,
dear
I
me.
feel like our curse is real. Is that a real thing? How does that work? I
I
mean,
don't know.
it's the
I
whole like
mean,
thing like if you know your future, you're going to frame your experiences in order to align that to it if you believe in that.
yeah,
Or
self-fulfilling
like if
prophecies for
you
sure.
it's like when you wake up and you're like today's going to be awful. You're going to be focused on everything that made today negative.
Yeah,
On the reverse, if you wake up and you're
yeah.
like I'm going to solve all the crime, I'm going to be a boss ass bitch. I'm gonna live my life to the fullest. It's gonna be great. I hate living life to the fullest. I hate that phrase, but I'm gonna use it
It's a
here. Uh,
it applies here. This one time we'll
this
allow
is
it.
this one time. This is a mulligan. We can use it.
Oh, live, laugh,
But
love.
yeah, like you frame your experience based on your expectations. So having a
Yeah,
positive outlook will have a positive impact on how you perceive your day. And if you have a negative outlook, if you think that if a tree branch falls, someone's gonna die, and then trees just be living their lives, dropping branches how they feel, and people also like I don't know, but that's so crazy that someone went and checked the tree. Couldn't be anything else. Check the tree, guys, real
pick the
quick.
tree just
Just
in
check.
case.
It
It's
was a
so
car
awesome.
accident, but well, how's the tree looking?
Oh,
Asking the real questions.
I love it. I really
Oh,
do.
and
So
this
nothing
is
like a spoopy tree.
honest. Really, the woods are just a beautiful like that hole you
What can
go
be
into the
spooky?
woods and it's beautiful,
Yes.
but then like if you're deep in the woods, like light doesn't super penetrate and everything kind of
Yes.
looks like overgrown and wild. And there's just like a beauty to it, like an awe inspiring feeling.
I
Um
agree.
but like if you go in there with a
Totally.
negative mindset because they told you the woods of Mirkwood were haunted, um
Yeah,
you're gonna immediately assume that that you in trouble.
of course.
I mean, there might have been spiders there, but like
Oh,
I love I love
spiders.
I
I
love
think.
the universe of the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, oh, I used the wrong emote there. Never mind. It's close enough. Um,
Close enough.
um,
Nailed it.
yeah, nailed it. I'm so good at this. So I'm so good at typing. I was trying to use my own keck, and it didn't work. Never mind.
If a tree
I.
branch falls in a forest, nobody hears it. Did someone actually die?
That's what I was trying to react to, and it killed me.
That's the elves having a party for sure.
Um,
Oh
yes.
man.
Yeah. No. Look. Look. You said Lord of the Rings, right?
Yes.
I love it. I
I
adore it. I
love
did
me
grow
some
up.
I love me some Ents. Ents are beautiful.
They're amazing. Where are the Entwives? Where did they go?
Oh, they went to the Shire.
And that's where they live.
Yeah, they're just chilling by the
Just
old Took's
chilling.
house, getting wasted.
I
They're
would
like, I
watch a
heard you got
film.
some
I would
long
watch
bottom
that
leaf
film.
round here. This seems weird because we're trees, but they're
I
like,
would
yeah,
legit
it's a
watch that.
bachelorette. It's probably a bachelorette party for one of the Ent wives.
Oh,
But because they talk, it takes them forever to talk.
yeah.
They're still
Just
just
goes on
like,
for days.
ooh, you're getting married. Like,
The toasts
we
last an
solved
hour
it,
each.
guys. The
We
internet can
know.
stop
We get it.
wondering. We've solved it.
Oh, Mafamu. How could you? I ain't seen 'em. I ain't seen 'em. Genuinely.
The wives only walked away because the guys were annoying and the blokes just assumed they died. Why else would they
Yeah, I know,
leave?
right? I know.
It's like
Can't
that one
imagine.
YouTube, I think it was like a YouTube video, like a short that went out a few years ago
Yeah.
where the girlfriend's like, I'm really stressed. I have to do the washing. I have to do all this stuff. Like, I'm so stressed out and you don't get it. He goes, no, I'm going to show you something and it's going to revolutionize your life.
Oh god.
You see this basket? You just put your dirty clothes in this basket. And the
And they
next
get washed.
day, they're washed and folded on your bed. And she looks at him and she's like, Are you fucking kidding? And he's like, no, at first I didn't believe it. I thought it was a coincidence, but it keeps happening. He's like, I have to show you something else. He's like, you see this
Oh my
coffee
god.
table? Anything you put on here, you could just load it up with stuff. I do it, to test it every once in a while. Anything you put here the next day will vanish.
Oh
And
my
she
god.
just, it cuts to some police, some PD in there being like, where do you think she went? And they're like, well, she must have just like ran off. And he's like, no, I think what happened is she came out to get water and fell on the table and vanished. And the woman cop is like, what? And then the man cop goes, well, no, I believe that. I have one of those tables at my house too.
Oh my god.
I poorly
Oh,
did it. It's on the internet. You'll find
I
it
know
eventually.
no, I know exactly what you mean. I think I've seen that video and it is
It's
brilliant.
every time it comes up on like my past feeds, I'm like, yes, immediately share this. Everyone must know. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, let's sell Block Tango him. Yep.
Just fell
Yeah.
fell on the table. I don't know what happened.
No, can't. Don't know.
Do I not have
Magic.
a stir? This is
No.
terrifying.
Oh no, what's
Um.
happened? Are
Oh
you
no, I'm
about to say
trying to
something?
accomplish coffee at the
Yes.
same time, but I don't think I have a thing to stir. Well, I'll figure it out. That's a later me issue.
A pen? Do you have anything that can stir with? Oh,
Um.
potatoes on hand. Look at this. Tech support, drink support. So good.
Best mod ever. Just gonna
Best.
throw that out there. My man, there he is. Good
Sticking
looking
hole
out.
first.
Bless
Oh, that's
you.
amazing. Well done,
What a
Tato.
legend.
I don't think any mod can outdo him, though. That's a real
That's
shame.
just listen, that right there is dedication to the
Yes.
craft. I personally am
Amazing.
an awful mod. Like,
Oh, yeah.
people are like, you should be my mod. And I'm like, cool. I will contribute literally nothing. I don't know anything about modding. And then they're like, oh no,
Yeah.
there's another one of you. I'm like, yes, it's me. I
I
am
learned.
I am
I like,
absolutely
I,
the problem.
sorry. I used to be like that, but I learned. I'm better than I used to be, for sure. You get there. So, as someone who has Bunny as a mod, no comment.
Where's Lord
Oh, smart
Shadow? He'll
choice.
be like, can confirm Bunny is a
Yep.
bad mod. I show up and I'm like, hey, I know I'm supposed to be like watching this, but lurk, thanks.
I'd love to be useful, but I'm busy.
Doing hot girl shit. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I feel your pain. Hey, Bacon, how dare you? I'm one of those
How do
mods.
you feel about pets?
Yes. Pets. Don't have any. Love them.
Okay, I have a
Love.
story
I
for
love other
you.
people's. Yes, hit me.
Okay. It's do you have TikTok? I'm gonna preface. Do you have TikTok?
I do. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm a
cool. So
little
maybe
Google.
you'll understand some of
Oh,
this
okay.
then.
You can explain it. Does anybody in chat not have
If you
have
don't
TikTok? I
have
imagine.
TikTok, it's a cute little thing. It's basically there's like a lot of different creators on there who make like little snippets. It's like Vine, but
It is.
different.
It's 1 minute Vine.
I
It's
mean now
basically 1 minute Vine.
they have up to 3 minutes now.
Up to 3 minute.
Up to
Between 1
three
minute to
minute.
3 minute Vines.
But hey mom's in chat. Um
Your your actual mom.
no,
I was
she's
gonna
not my
say.
actual mom. My actual mom does follow me on here, which is cool.
That
But
is cool.
she hasn't made it to a live. Uh this is my gaming mom.
Gaming mom. Hi, gaming mom.
She she always is down when I'm like, I can't sleep and I need to play Phasmo. And she's like, all right, let's go hunt ghosts, bunny.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, we all need somebody like that in our lives.
It's a wonderful thing. Well,
It
TikTok,
is.
there's a couple
Yes.
of things that, like a couple of really weird trends or like cool trends that have like people have like had similar things is the buttons, like the animals you teach them English or like your language with little buttons so they hit the button and they can associate it. So
I
they can't
love
speak, but they
those.
can
I
hit the
love those videos.
buttons.
Yes.
This is a
It's so
story
clever.
about something like that.
Oh, okay. Let's make it spoopy.
I taught my dog to talk, not with her voice, but with her paws. I own a 3-year-old. I'm about to completely murder the pronunciation of this dog name.
No,
Uh,
you won't.
Bichon Friche called Gidget.
That's really
I'm gonna
cute. I don't
type
know the. I do
out.
not know the breed. I do
I'm gonna
not know that
type it
breed.
out because I'm awful. Bichon Friche. Chat
Oh,
can tell me.
It's French, I think. I've always heard it pronounced as Bichon Frise.
Oh, so I'm just bad.
You know, you were really close. Bichon Frise, or Bichon. I don't even know if it is Frise. It probably is Bichon Frise. Bitcoin Frizzy. Bitcoin Frizzy. Yeah, I
Nailed
think it's
it. Nailed
Bichon
it.
Frise. They're really fucking cute. Bichon Frise called Gidget.
Yes. The
Oh,
dog's
I
name is
had one.
Gidget. Okay.
Oh,
So
Bichon
they're a
Frise.
remarkably intelligent breed, despite their yappy image. I taught her from a young age to do tricks and to obey commands, and she was bright and an eager student. I always felt like she had a lot to say, so when I saw videos on TikTok and Instagram of dogs who used the program buttons to indicate their needs, I thought I might try it with Gidget. It's pronounced dog. Yes, bacon.
Such a little shit.
um, I bought the pack. I recorded my voice on the buttons. I kept it simple at first. I gave her buttons to make requests and ask for things. Outside, food, water, treat, play. After she had mastered those, I added more. I gave her options about where she wanted to go, what things she wanted to eat. She soon learned to pair words up outside, park, food, chicken. Smart dog!
Really clever. I'm impressed.
It's amazing to hear her preferences, to know why she whined or barked. As she grew more confident, I added more buttons. They were more philosophical. Philosophical? Oh no, don't do that.
Oh god.
And use concepts rather than nouns and verbs. I'm just immediately thinking of that Rick and Morty bit where they give the
Yes.
dog sentience and he's like,
Me too.
where are my balls, Summer?
Where are my balls? It's so good.
Terrifying.
Oh, so terrifying. Dystopian dog future.
Very serious, but
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're more philosophical and use concepts rather than nouns and verbs. I wasn't sure Gidget would be able to understand them, but she picked them up so quickly I wished I had introduced them sooner. We discussed the weather, dreams, emotions. She was soon able to tell me if she was happy or sad, tell me she'd had a bad dream, and ask for a particular toy for her playtime. That's cute. I love
Wow,
that.
that is beautiful and impressive.
I feel like if I did that with my cat Moscow, she would just frequently be like, "You're an idiot." But you
I
work for me,
tolerate.
so. But you
I
work for
tolerate
me.
you. I think she
meanwhile,
just needs
she's
one
like,
button. Yeah.
Zombie, I need to see you.
Oh, she loves him, doesn't
It's
she?
it's sickening.
Slut.
I had her since I
Slut.
had her since she was a baby, and
Yeah.
if we're in the same room, I'm not there.
No, you
She's
don't
like, I
count.
just want to snuggle, and I'm like, oh,
Ugh. Ugh.
heartbreak, heartbreak,
I know.
every time. But let me back in here. I became obsessed. Her little brain was able to express so much more than I'd ever suspected. I added more buttons. Soon she was able to tell me her mood, ask pertinent questions with the why button, make decisions based on what I suggested. What is
Wow.
this?
It's Bacon's
Smashing buttons
transcript of his
forever.
talk.
um, da 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 da. Reading, I lost my place.
Oh,
Um, she also liked to look out the window and tell me what she saw. It was so interesting. Whilst I might look out the window and see my neighbor carrying groceries from his car, Gidget would watch the same scene and tell me about the bird she had spotted or stray leaf she had seen caught by the wind. I was able to see the world through her eyes. So beautiful.
that is lovely.
I'm here for it.
Me
Um,
too.
she'd been using her buttons to talk for over a year before things started to get disturbing. One day, she
Okay.
stopped playing with her favorite toy, looked into a corner, and walked over to her board. Very deliberately, she selected the button for dark. I laughed. It was
God.
daytime, and the sunlight was shining into every corner. No dark, I told her. Light, it's daytime. No dark. I used the buttons to reinforce my message. No, dark. Light, day. Gidget listened, but turned her little head back to the corner. After a few minutes, she came back to her board. Dark, she said again. I'm afraid I shrugged off her words and the message behind them. I may have even laughed.
Wow.
That's right, Bacon. You don't like
Yeah.
this, do you? We aim to please here at Spooky Saturdays.
Yeah. I'm creeped, genuinely.
there's
Oh,
there's more.
of course.
Um, no, dark. I said light. Gidget humored me. She was a very clever dog. Sometimes, whilst we played, she would stop and examine a random wall, hover by the word board, ready to tell me what she saw. But my previous reaction must have discouraged her. Time and again, she would stamp on the button for dark, and I would look at where she was looking and deny it. I added more buttons, and with those buttons came more unease. Dark. Stranger. No.
Oh God.
Cold. I'd stand where she looked to show her it was okay. She would whine and cry and hit the stranger button. It upset me a lot. Dude, if it
Me
upsets
too.
you a lot, stop doing it. Like, why are you, that's like, I feel like that's
Take
terrorizing the dog at
take the
that
buttons
point.
away. Just leave the food one
Just,
and
and
just stop.
what's wrong with just humoring the dog and not going in that corner?
Oh God, yeah, just
Like, even if there's nothing there, it's
Put a lamp
obviously
there.
upsetting. I hate this.
Yeah.
Unsubbed. Joke's on you,
Yeah.
you can't sub to me yet!
Yeah.
Burn the house down. Exactly, Bacon. Take the dog out of
Yeah.
the house,
This
then
is
proceed.
legitimately horrible. Ugh.
After a while, Gidget stopped using her buttons. She regressed. She stopped asking outside and would whine at the door instead. She stopped asking food and would stand up by her bowl and cry. I didn't know where I had gone wrong. I stood in the corner she hated more often, trying to understand why she hated it. It was cold there, colder than anywhere else in our home, but
Ooh.
very welcoming. I found it soothing for some reason. But the more I stood there, the more she cried. It started getting annoying. It was just a stupid corner. I'm not sure what to do. And there's an update.
Oh my God. What do you mean that was the end of it before the update?
Yeah, there's a couple updates here.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
The first update, Gidget has regressed even more. She started peeing in the house, which is incredibly frustrating. At first, I brushed it off. Then I took her to the vet. The vet said there was nothing physically wrong with her and that she seemed stressed. She's a dog. What has a dog got to be stressed about? I'm
Yeah.
sicking up. I'm sick of cleaning up the puddles of pee. I feel like I should punish her. Dude, OP.
Yeah. Come
No,
on now.
that's wrong. Animals absolutely get stressed because they pick up on our anxieties whether we're
Of
aware of them or not.
course
Um,
they do.
my cat is super anxious because we're we're operating out of the house like for job,
Yeah.
and we're here a lot. So like when one of us gets stressed, she's immediately like, "I'm on it. I'm here to save the day." Um,
Aw.
but like she gets super anxious, and I can
Yeah,
like
of course.
recognize that. And all you can really do is try to like help soothe them. They've got this like thundery stuff that helps with the cat's anxiety. But like absolutely, if your dog is anxious, like, and that's what you're being told is that she's stressed,
Yeah.
reduce the stress. Don't be a D.
Yeah, please.
Be better. Do
Be
better.
much better.
Gidget deserves it.
Yeah, poor Gidget.
I stand for Gidget.
Me
Um,
too.
update 2. Gidget won't come near me now. I hold out my hand to coax her. She turns away. Idiot animal. I remember that I loved her once, but that was before I realized how useless she was. She won't even love me. The main reason I got a dog in the first place. Don't do that. Chat, people watching the VOD, animals, pets,
Yep.
they're not there for your enjoyment. Like,
Yes.
they're essentially like, you're
They're
creating
part of the
a family
family.
with them.
Yes, of course you are.
It's weird how intelligent dogs are. That we knew they're smart. There's a reason we've had them longer than we've. But still kind of weird that I think their brains developed in tandem with ours.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No, absolutely. Because I mean, think of it like pets. We've domesticated them, so it makes sense like that our experiences aren't going to be the same, but they'll help us
Exactly.
together survive and be good. Um,
Part of that domestication
yeah,
is the sharing of mentality and
absolutely.
emotions and stuff. So of course they're going to pick up on their stuff, just like we can pick up on
Yeah,
theirs. We pick up on each other's feelings. It makes sense to me.
yeah, but you don't include a beautiful creature into your life,
No,
your enjoyment, so you can
no,
feel better. It,
absolutely.
that's not. Don't be that guy.
No, don't be that
Go
guy.
get
Although I'm
this for Christmas.
getting vibes that these updates are coming from the fact that whatever it was has overtaken OP, I imagine. Right?
Well, that's
That,
let's
that's that's the sense I'm getting. I don't know if I'm predicting it again and creeping us out, but oh, it's
let's
creeping
find
me
out.
really
There's
out.
still a little bit left on this last update.
Oh my god.
I spend more time in my corner, and I watch the fluffy little beast cringe in her bed, the bed I bought her that she doesn't deserve. Dick. What? Boo. Boo.
Boo.
I'm watching her now. I've been staring at her for hours now, and she has done nothing except shake and cry. Pressed her
Oh.
buttons for the first time in ages earlier. Where? Mum. Mum. Bye. Stupid creature, can't she see I'm right here? Or is it too dark?
Oh
And
my god.
that's the last that's on here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So
It's
this
really
I
well
taught my
written.
dog to push those
Oh.
buttons, and now I wish I hadn't. It was posted to
Nope.
the subreddit No Sleep 6 days ago by user Withy Woodwitch.
It's
Uh,
so good.
very good. I will give you this. Very good. Very well written. Um hate the narrator character. Think they
Yes.
that person that person low key lock key high key sucks. Like
Totally sucks. Yeah.
like and I do think you're right. I do think you're right, Tabby. I think that perspective
Oh.
was because the thing yeah, it's a sketch ass corner and then you step in it. Like, look at your life, look at your choices. It's not Gidget's fault that you're
It isn't.
awful.
Oh, that one's. Ugh.
Heartbreaking and upsetting on so many levels.
And
Let's
it's
see.
so sad. Oh, I feel so sorry for Gidget. I hope that I genuinely hope that it's completely fictional, you know? It's one
Yeah.
of those ones where I hope there's not even a dog called that. I hope there's no Bichon Frise out there that's called Gidget. I don't want it to be true.
Well, typically with no sleep stories, I've noticed that like they're supposed to be approached as if they're completely true accounts. But
Oh,
there's a lot of creative writers there as well. Um,
of course there are.
so I want to believe that this is a work of fiction. That Gidget
Yes.
is just not a thing. Just and I really
Oh,
hope that if that is the case, that somebody just like punches this dude in the face for being a shit dog dad.
shit dog dad. Oh, a picture for me. Oh my god, this is adorable.
What is it?
Yeah. It is Zark's Bichon Frise. Copy image. I will send to you now. In your DMs. Oh, it's gonna take a little while to upload apparently. But Zark wanted you to see his little Bichon.
Meow 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 meow.
Gidget is quite a common name, right? Yeah, okay, good. But still, I don't like it.
Oh
I
my
know.
goodness.
Fluffy snow boy in the fluffy snow.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Bouncer. Oh my god. I don't know. Bouncer is a brilliant name, but I don't know whether you guys use the word bouncer for like a security guard. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you do use, because that's what I thought when I see bouncer. I think, oh my god. So to give a name like a big, strong security guard name to a tiny little fluffy dog is hilarious to me.
Potato just ran in here because he wanted to see. So I blew it up and his little face just lit up. Little
Oh,
cute Doge.
cute Doge.
Cute Doge. I this story though, whew,
I know that one really got me. I'm not gonna lie.
it hit me
Oh,
on so many levels.
right.
Like those little buttons. When I saw the first TikTok one about the
Yes,
little poodle doing the buttons, I was
amazing.
like, at some point some sketch ass shit's gonna happen and one of these TikTokers is gonna lose their damn mind. And I guess I wasn't the only person who had that like thought, because oh man.
Yeah, that is. That has genuinely given me shivers.
Oh
That was.
yeah, I'm shivering. Let me put on my sweater. Jeez.
You're
Okay.
actually. It's actually
I
making
actually,
cold.
yeah, I'm wearing a sweater. I just put. Oh, oof,
Oh my
oof.
lord.
Oh man.
Honest.
Do you have any cool spookums you want to share?
I don't. I didn't have any. I couldn't find anything that I really wanted to share, other than the ones I already did. Probably because they actually
I
meant
want to
something
read
to
you one
me.
more that I found then.
Oh, you have. Okay, you do
Oh,
have more than good.
I've got some. I'm a speed reader and I had
I'm
friends
very
who helped
impressed.
me. Friends who
What is
helped
the
me.
What is the opposite? Shout out to those friends who help. What is the opposite of a speed reader? Because I'm that. I'm
Um
a slow reader, a bad reader.
I I don't know.
I'm gonna just call me. Yeah, I'm not I'm not quick at reading. It takes me a while to ingest things through reading.
I didn't set their thing up yet. Um
What
Potato, can
thing?
you I was setting up a command for because it's the baddies. It's Ty and Al from Happily Morose. Um
Amazing.
they're
They're the
sending
ones
me
that help you.
stories. Yeah, because they
Aw.
real OGs. Because I was like, I overslept and I was like, oh no, I'm underprepared. And they're like, don't worry. And they A-teamed it and was like, boom, here you go, solved it.
Bless you.
If somebody who I think
Like that.
Potato, if you can throw a link for Happily Morose in the chat, that would be ballin'.
Chef's kiss.
That's what Moscow, are you even listening to me? In Russian. How do they know?
I love that. I love that very much.
Moscow's my cat. She's sweet, beautiful little
Really,
murderer.
she's
She's
gorgeous.
she's
I
a
have.
she's a point
Sorry.
she's a porty Siamese cat. Not speak today. Oh my goodness. Um and she's a sweet little murderer. Our favorite.
Oh, she's so stunning. Genuinely one of the most beautiful cats I've ever seen in my life.
She's
Yeah.
she's definitely she's definitely something though, because she's also like Siamese cats are very vocal, so she
Oh,
will just
yeah.
walk. You've heard her in chat.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Like she just be
Oh, she's
walking around
stunning.
introducing herself, singing the song of her people.
Oh, no. Bob heard me say that Moscow's beautiful. No, I love Bob too. I've drawn Bob.
Oh
He's
man,
my okay. Can I have a favorite boy cat and a favorite girl cat? Because Bob's my favorite boy cat, and Moscow is my favorite girl cat. Is that okay?
I feel like that's acceptable.
Okay, good. I have. I have drawn Bob like one of my French girls. I did a Bob emote. I don't know if I have access to it, but Zark might be able to share it in chat. One of my many arts.
I wish I could draw, because I would just draw like a little Moscow and put her everywhere, like little drawn Moscows.
Oh my god, that
Just
would be
being,
so good.
just being, Moscow with a knife. I feel
I
like,
was.
if she could grab one, she'd
Oh
just
no,
be
I
like,
can't. That would be amazing. You might need a Moscow emo. Just saying, Teo.
I might.
Just saying. And if you know any emo artists, I'm just putting it out there. And please don't tell Bobby that I've drawn another Bobby. Bobby is Maffa's dog. There's the emote of him there. That second one. That's Maffa's little Bobby, who's a beautiful boy. Beautiful little terrier. He's a terrier, isn't he? He's gorgeous. I have so many favorite animals. They, honest to God, I genuinely, we were saying about pets before. I
Yeah,
don't have any of my own, but I live vicariously through everybody else's. I love all of your pets
you're
very
a
much.
pet auntie.
I am child auntie as well, and that's my job. I don't want Maya myself. I will be I'm cool auntie.
I'm from a very large family, and I have a lot of siblings, and they have children. I have 10 I have 10
And
nephews and 3
good.
nieces.
10 nephews is too many nephews. That's just greedy.
I mean,
Whew. Yeah, you didn't choose
I
it.
have a lot of siblings. Like
Yeah, you were telling me before.
I'm just that cool.
Many, many family, and therefore many
Much
children of family.
much family.
Much family.
Much
Can't.
family.
It's
Stop
less.
birthing nephews. My mother would agree with that because she's like, "We need some girls.
Yeah,
Y'all need
let's
to."
get some girls in
She
here.
said that to my sister. My sister's like,
Really?
"Are you putting in an order? Like, what? Are you, like,
I'll-
this is not like this is not Shake Shack, ma'am. This is a Wendy's." No. Oh man.
Oh,
Uh,
that's really good.
I have a spook up for you.
Okay, hit me. Yeah, sorry, I can't, I should have apologized before we even started that I will like take you off track more than you'd like,
No,
probably.
listen, that's fine.
Very good.
That's fine and reasonable. So
Eight
this one
children.
that is titled "If you hear a knock at your closet door, pray you don't hear it open."
Oh my god. Okay, that's a one-line horror story right there. That's
There's
it. I'm done.
no, 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 you're not done.
No, I'm back. I'm back. I'm here.
You're a captive
I can't wait.
audience. I'm writing
Ooh.
this as a warning to you all. Don't make the same mistake as me. Once he finds you and he knows you're aware of his presence, your life will never be the same. My name is Jeremy. Real quick interjection. When I play Phasmophobia, Keenan Bread, who is the creator, played around with Mom and me, and I think someone else. I can't remember because I play a lot of Phasmo, obviously.
Yeah.
And Keenan referred to the little voodoo doll as Jeremy. So now every time we're playing, that is its name now.
Is
Jeremy
for
is
me
the
as
voodoo
well now.
doll.
Yeah. Okay.
Now
That
we're
is
so
that is
chat. We're all on
canon.
board. The voodoo doll in Phasmophobia's name is Jeremy, and he's
Yeah,
a sweet
Jeremy
boy.
Fisher.
Sweet boy.
I love
It's
that.
Jeffrey, not Jeremy. Oh my god. Never mind. I
I
can't
mean, close
even.
enough.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I lied to you. Thank you for keeping me honest, chat. It's not Jeremy,
Oh,
it's Jeffrey.
got
You know
schooled by
what?
your internet mom.
I'm just gonna say that the bones that we're finding on the maps are now Jeremy's bones. Now I'm
Everybody
gonna
gets a
take my
name.
mistake and we're just gonna own it. We're gonna incorporate it. Susan Williams. Yeah, no, I
Everybody, that one speaks to me. You know that he did that in a Welsh accent, right? Susan Williams. It's a Welsh accent that Sniffy did that in, and I love it very much. Even though it's South Welsh, I love it. Still love
it's
it.
it's beautiful. It's
Beautiful.
beautiful.
I need to play some Phasmo with you. I think
You absolutely do.
you guys always play like late night games for me, so I'll have to stay up late. But hopefully
Yeah,
one day, one of these days.
it's the Eastern unless you want to wake
Yeah.
up super early.
Oh,
Cause
oh, that is not my forte. I'm waking up at 7
I
a.m.
do be
tomorrow,
staying up
so
pretty late. Like this morning
yeah.
I was up recording Gloomhaven.
Oh my
Um
lord, really?
yeah, I'm throwing the link in here, but
Do it.
I have some people we get together, people from the Shadow Guild, and we play Gloomhaven. It's posted pretty regularly on Lord Shadow 27's YouTube channel.
Beautiful.
It's really cool thing. I've never played it before starting this, so it was very fun. We're having a really great time with it. Thomas with Jeffrey in the garage. Jeffrey's spine in the nursery. Exactly. I
That's brilliant.
love it. I
That's
love
so
it.
fantastic.
Okay, so my
That's
name is
fantastic.
Jeremy, and this is the story of the experience I had last night after he or it showed up.
Oh.
I've always been a rational man, always found a logical explanation for odd happenings, and I've actually never experienced something supernatural, even though I spend a lot of my free time searching for it. I've helped a number of people in and around surrounding areas of my town with debunking their creepy experiences. He's a plumber! That's how
I
I'm gonna
knew it.
assume. I just assumed it. I assumed your profession. Sorry. Feelings of dread, someone watching you, shadows darting out of the corner of their vision, doors seemingly closing by themselves. I've seen it all and showed every person I've helped that it isn't anything supernatural. Usually it'll be bad wiring or offset houses, doors making seem to be closing by themselves. I lied, he's a general contractor.
Yeah, he gets it.
That must be it. Must be like,
It's one or the other. They're always one or the other.
I'm here for it, honestly.
Me
Use
too.
those trade schools to get you some street smarts.
Yes, you know it. You get it.
What I just experienced, however, is supernatural. I
Ooh.
can't explain it, and it's more terrifying than anything I've ever been through in my 32 years of life. It happened when a coworker came in looking sleep deprived for a few days, so I checked up on him. Hey Jim, you alright? You look exhausted lately. I tried to not sound judgmental. The ship has sailed, Jeremy.
Yeah, you're too late.
Like, wow, you look like shit. What's up?
Oh God.
Like,
What's wrong with you?
something's wrong with you, right? Like,
Oh God.
he looked at me with baggy eyes on the verge of tears. "Oh, hey, Jeremy, yeah, I'm fine, just not sleeping well lately." He avoided eye contact.
Wow.
"Do you know why?" I asked curiously. "No. Stop trying to solve everybody's problems, Jeremy. Mind your business."
Yeah, mind your business,
People would be
Jeremy.
much happier if they just did that.
They
Like,
really would.
in
I
these
know that
stories,
all too well.
if they just minded their business. I'm gonna go investigate. Okay, do you?
Good luck.
Uh, you wouldn't believe me if I told you, he sounded defeated. This piqued my
Oh,
interest, as a sentence like that typically meant it was something on the supernatural side.
yeah.
Try me. I've helped a lot of people, Jim. I put my hand on his shoulder. He looked at me, and tears rolled down his cheeks. He nodded yes, and we both told our boss we were heading to lunch and made our way to his car. Once we arrived, he unlocked it and we hopped in. Jim wasted no time in driving into his issue. "I keep seeing this man in my room at night," he began. "He knocks on my closet door, Some nights he just sits there and knocks. Others, he comes out and crawls in bed with me. I was shocked at what he was telling me. This was the
Oh,
last thing I would have guessed he was gonna
oh.
say.
Yeah, I know, Christ. Whew.
Normally I get the, I'm hearing weird noises and it's scaring me, so I can't sleep. This was something I wasn't used to hearing, and I was completely in awe of his experience. I would not be in awe. I'd be like, yo, move.
Yeah,
Just move. Just
exactly.
move.
Exactly. Leave, leave, leave.
Don't don't be that guy.
Don't
Just
be a
leave.
hero. Just leave.
When he crawls in my bed, he puts his face inches from mine and he
Oh
just
God.
snickers, giggles like an excited kid. Damn it.
Why do they always just sit and laugh? Oh my
Why?
God.
The
That's so
fucking
creepy.
giggling.
Not okay. That's not
He
cool.
continued. Other nights he shouts in my face, threatens to tear me apart. At first it happened maybe for an hour or two, but now it's all night.
Oh,
I don't like that.
no, I do not either. That is not a comfortable place to sleep.
No wonder Jim's like he's like not sleeping. He's like crying right
Yeah.
now. He's just like, I need to, like, just move. For fuck's sake, Jim, just move.
Yeah, just leave it.
Jim had tears rolling down his cheeks at this point. I could tell he was on the verge of a breakdown. How about I come over tonight and see if I can help in some way? I offered, wanting to see if this man was real or not. You fool. You absolute fucking fool.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
You're gonna get eaten and I'm not even bad about it.
I'm
Like,
literally, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm actually not like really rooting for you right now because you're being a bimbo.
like, I can't be like, oh, what's this? The consequences of my actions.
Actions.
Who would have foreseen this? Everyone would have foreseen it.
Yeah, we knew it.
Okay. So, you don't have to. Just read this after it gets dark. He'll come to you. He reached in his pocket and pulled out a crumpled yellow piece of paper. I hesitantly took the piece of paper and went to open it. No! Jim shouted. Sorry, just please not here. Oof, aggressive.
Oh my God, Jim is intense.
He is just going through it, man.
He
I get
really
that.
is.
I suffer from insomnia
Oh
for many
Lord.
reasons,
Mhm.
and being sleep deprived will really irrational mood swings. What? Who is
Ah.
she? No, that's a
Yeah,
thing.
that absolutely.
Try to
Oof, not
try to
fun.
get a healthy amount of sleep, chat.
Of course.
Be better than me.
Please.
Do as I say,
Yeah.
not as I do. Huh?
Same here.
I quickly stuffed the paper in my pocket and apologized to Jim, not thinking about it setting him off. He was just this terrified. We said our goodbyes and went back to work, not talking to each other for the rest of the day. I felt like it took forever, but 3 p.m. finally rolled around, and I clocked out for the day, forgetting about the crumpled paper in my pocket. 3 p.m.? Either you go in way earlier, like you have a crazy schedule.
Sweet job. Sweet short job.
For
Lovely.
real. I work till like
If only.
7.
Oh my
Because I
Lord.
don't wake up early. I could be at 5, but I'm not
Yeah.
waking up for work at 8 a.m. That's
Yeah, you're on
garbage.
flexi. Yeah. I'm exactly the same.
I'll wake up and take my sweet time. Thank you. Takes a lot of
agree.
coffee. It takes a lot of coffee to be an actual human being.
7 to 7. No, thank you. That is a long day. No thanks.
I mean, but you'd only have a few hours, I guess.
That's it.
Like a few days, rather.
I'd hope so. That's not sustainable in a 5-day work week.
I used to have a 4-day schedule, and it was beautiful.
Oh, yeah, much better.
But I also, like, by day 4, I was like, I'm gonna bite someone's face off. No one perceived me.
Yes.
By Thursday,
Do
that was me.
I don't want to exist right now. Go away.
Just leave me alone.
Oh my lord. 12 hours. Oh, yeah, bacon, that's crazy. That's madness.
That hurts me, Bacon.
Yeah, on a
I hope you get
spiritual
paid.
level.
I hope you get paid $1 million.
Almost certainly not. He'll
A
just
lot of
probably get overtime. A lot of places in this country don't even do like time and a half or double time or anything. Just
what?
yeah, yeah, just that state, just national minimum wage.
Well,
if you're lucky. Not
well,
good.
this is just my brain. I don't know the like
Yes.
money side of the UK,
No, of course.
but because I'm dumb, I will full
No.
on admit I'm stupid. But also, like they have different like little unions and labor laws in the US where if
Yes.
you're over a certain amount of hours, they have to pay you time and a half. But the caveat is that a lot of employers will put you for part time and then schedule
Right.
you in such a way that you end up picking up extra hours and not getting paid out of a different pool. Like it's weird. Shady
Terrible.
shit
I know what you mean.
happens.
Yes.
Um, and just everything costs a buttload, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna really dive into it, but I could.
That is
I absolutely.
that is a different. That is not.
There's
I
a
mean, it is
different
spooky.
just chatting segment
It is. But if you ever want
called
to do that, I'm
capitalism.
down. Yeah, it is. If you ever want to do it, I'm down.
We can definitely circle back on that. I'm here for it.
Absolutely.
So let's get back into. Let me get
Yeah,
focused.
I want to know. I want to know what's written on this piece of paper. I really do. It's creeping me.
After getting home, I did my usual routine and house chores, and before I knew it, 8 p.m. hit and I was getting ready for bed. After laying in bed watching Netflix for an hour or so, I decided to get into my pajamas and go to sleep. As I was emptying my pockets, I found the piece of paper Jim had handed me. I stared at it for a minute, trying to decide if I should open it or not.
No.
But if by some teeny tiny chance this was real, did I really want to put myself through something like that?
No.
You are. You're absolutely. I don't.
You
What
don't
could I
want to, but
ever
you're
do? You're
going
gonna
to.
do it. Like
Yeah,
we
of
all
course
know
he's
you're
gonna
gonna
do
do
it.
it.
But should you? No.
Absolutely not. Just burn that shit. Don't even look at
Yeah.
it.
Got
Burn it
to burn
outside
it.
of your house.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
just so that way the
Exactly.
fumes don't somehow.
Yeah, just so the spirit isn't released into your building. Go.
There's a lot. Yeah,
outside.
absolutely. I'm not here to get it. Come
Oh,
on, you're a
Lord.
grown ass man. He just freaked himself out. That's all. I laughed at my hesitation. I opened the paper and read the scribbled handwriting in my head, just to be safe. Chat, feel free to look into the chat. I typed out the message.
Oh.
So you just
Okay,
all read that right quick so you can mentally.
I'm not I was going to read it out loud, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
But I feel like the last word gives me the.
Be gone, weeb.
the last word feels like it might have something to do with fire.
You
which I do
okay,
not
buddy?
Like. Yeah.
Beep boop.
Beep boop.
I'm not a bot. You're a bot. Can't run across the keyboard. No, I sent the thing out. You're not even listening, you cutie. What a cutie patootie.
So cute.
So that's the message. I stared in confusion at the writing, looking for more. I flipped it over to see if there was more, but that was it. After a few seconds, I laughed out loud to myself. I wasn't sure what I was expecting, but it wasn't for a couple of words of gibberish. I tossed the note on my stand and turned the lights off, feeling relieved that that's all that was on the note. I dozed off shortly after.
Yeah. And that's the end. Like, he was fine.
No,
right?
knock, knock, knock. I was trying to knock very
Damn.
loud, but I suck at knocking,
I
apparently.
did not hear the knock.
I didn't. Boo! I'm bad at knocking. Okay.
No.
But There was knocking.
Mike's are good at not picking up on knocking. That's not your fault. That's on
Whack.
Mike.
Absolutely whack. Uh, so, knock, knock, knock. I sat up in a panic as something woke me from my sleep. I scanned my room, but didn't see anything, so I listened closely for another noise. The house was totally silent, and it stayed that way for a couple of minutes. I decided it must have been something in my dream I heard, and it woke me up, so I tried to go back to sleep. As soon as my eyes started to get heavy with the sleep again, I heard it. Knock, knock, knock.
Oh lord.
I sat bolt upright in my bed, my heart now pounding in my chest. I looked around for the source of the noise, but couldn't see anything. It was pitch black. I thought about reaching over to turn my lamp on, but my gut told me
Mm.
not to. I
Mhm.
needed to remain still and act as if I were sleeping. First smart thing you've done today, my guy.
Yeah, this is.
Like,
Why did you wait for the smarts to switch on now?
could have used your
Good
street
lord.
smarts earlier.
Yeah,
You
we
you did a
needed these
bad.
before. Yeah, you daft.
I got quickly under my covers and slammed my eyes shut. I listened for any sound, but my beating heart drowned out any noise. A male voice giggled from inside my room somewhere.
Oh.
Instantly, my blood turned to ice, and I was paralyzed in fear. Now that my brain was fully awake, thoughts of Jim's story and the note flooded my thoughts. I cursed myself for being so stupid and reading that damn note.
Mhm.
The creaking of a door in my room filled with silence, and I was filled with dread. I could sense another presence in the room, and I was utterly terrified. I'd never experienced anything quite like that. A level of primal fear. The giggle erupted the silence, much closer this time. The air in the room felt heavy with evil, and I knew I had dabbled into something I had no business getting into. This wasn't just some ghost or whatever. This thing was pure evil, and it felt powerful. Thump, 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 thump. It began to run around my room, getting close to me, then turning around and running away like it was playing a game. I sobbed quietly as this thing ran around giggling for what must have been hours. Jeremy, you fucked around and now you're finding out. I don't feel bad for you.
No, he's. Oh, Jeremy. This is it. This is it, Jeremy. It's literally what we would have predicted, Jeremy. Why didn't you predict this, Jeremy?
Fool.
Smart
Absolute
ass.
fool.
What a fool.
At what point it even tapped my head as it ran back and forth laughing. I expected at any moment it would just attack me and kill me, but it never did. It seemed for now it was just having fun scaring the living shit out of me. Oh no, he's gonna shit the bed.
Oh God.
Love it. I don't know what time exactly it was, but eventually I heard its footsteps stop and the closet door slam shut. I didn't dare look. I was too afraid of seeing what this thing looked like. I had hid under the blankets until my alarm clock blared and it was time to wake up. I slowly peeled the blankets down from over my head and scanned my room. I didn't see anything, so I quickly flipped on my lamp in my room, confirmed I was alone, and I broke down into an uncontrollable crying fit of relief and shock. I couldn't believe what had happened. After getting over the initial shock, I got up and got around for work. After shaving and brushing my teeth, okay, they could have used a comma there, because now I'm imagining them
That would
shaving their
have
teeth,
shaving teeth.
which
Yeah.
is
Well,
fucking disturbing.
yeah, that's gone through me. Yep. Now my teeth feel itchy. Yep.
Listen, correct punctuation is important. I
Very
still
important.
appreciate this though. That was just me
Yeah.
being like, I have a problem with the idea of shaving teeth.
That's where my brain went immediately.
I still looked like hell, like Jim did. I left for work and I had to fight hard just to stay awake for the 15-minute drive. Once I pulled into work, I splashed water on my face and made my way inside. Hold on, let me take a sip of this coffee so I don't have a dry throat.
Good idea.
But hydration's important. Coffee's good for that.
Stay hydrated, friends.
Want to see the tooth? Absolutely not.
Oh, I do. DM me, bake. I'm a ghoul. I'll freely admit it. I'm a ghoul.
Okay, so I looked around for Jim and found him in the break room. As I walked up to him, I noticed his eyes were no longer looking baggy, and he actually looked like himself. He looked
Oh,
over at me as I dragged my feet into the break room, and sympathy shone in his face. Jim, what in the actual fuck? I whispered
oh.
angrily. Look, Jeremy, I'm really sorry, man. His eyes began to water, but I couldn't take it anymore. I was afraid that he'd kill me. What do you mean you couldn't take it? What did you do to me? I grabbed the
Yeah.
collar of his jacket. He held his hands up in defense, and fear shone in his eyes. Look, Jeremy, all you gotta do is get someone else to read that. Doesn't matter if they read that piece of paper or anything. They just have to read it. It'll pass on to them, he whispered frantically. I released my
Wow.
grip and calmed down a little. You swear to me that's all I gotta do, I grumbled. He nodded quickly. I swear. I swore under my breath and stormed off. After trying to work but not be able to focus, I eventually told my boss I wasn't feeling very well and had to go home. On the drive home, I fought with myself internally on what the hell to do. Could I really pass this on to someone else? Could I live with myself? After getting home, I pondered on what to do for hours. Eventually, I decided I couldn't risk going through that again. I don't know if it'll eventually kill me or not. So I'm here typing this up now. Obviously, I made up my mind on what to do, and I deeply apologize to whoever ends up being stuck with this thing. I just can't go
Oh,
through that again. Again, I am truly so, so sorry.
he
Thanks for
changed
reading
it
the
from
words in the
us.
chat, guys. Ha ha
Who read it last? Oh no!
ha ha! Ain't
Thanks,
I a
Bacon.
stinker? Uh,
Oh, you did it! You got us! Wait. So
got him.
one of us in chat was the last to read that. We're gonna need reports back in the morning.
So that was if you hear a knock at your closet door, pray you don't hear it open. This was
Oh,
posted to the subreddit No Sleep by My Life Was
oh,
Fucked 21 8 days ago.
oh, amazing.
That
I
was
love that one.
truly that was truly spooky. I saw that there was a thing because I scrolled through and I was like, cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna be cheeky. Got him.
Brilliant.
Because I was like, everybody take time now to read this. I'm so funny. So yeah, that was a creepy one. Super unsettled. Also, Jeremy, I can't really feel too bad for you
No,
because like you did this
you
to
knew.
yourself.
He knew what he
Like
was
you
getting
were like,
into.
oh, it's scary and it could hurt me. Ooh, I would like it. Please give it to me.
Yeah, Mister. This I'm all skeptical. Most of it's nonsense. What are you thinking? Always,
You can't
always
unring a
her.
bell, my guy.
Look what you did. Oh, sorry, I've got a case of hiccups all of a sudden.
It's a happening. It's a real.
It's real. Oh no.
So
I
on
wonder
these
if.
stories all together as a cumulative thing,
Yeah,
how scared are you? How spooked are you?
me currently right now.
Yes.
Oh, I actually have shivers. I am a little bit. I am genuinely spooked a little bit. Yeah,
Yay, we
you
did
got
it!
me.
We did it, guys!
Genuinely, I do love stuff like this, but I do spook easily. I'm sure most people all know here that I am a jumpy person, and I am susceptible to influence, and that has creeped me a little bit. Yeah, those are really good.
I love
Do
the
you?
internet. People are
Oh,
fantastic.
some
I love finding out these stories.
amazing story writers out there. Don't auto torture by joining Discord. That's true. Everybody should join the Discord. Just
You
saying. Definitely.
you
Don't
you
torture me there.
so let's take a little we're gonna take a step away from the scariness. We had
Oh,
a lot of good scary content we just read
whew,
through.
two
Talked about
hours.
ghosts. But let's focus on Tabby Meow for a moment.
Oh God.
So Tabby, I know that
Mhm.
you are an artist and you're a Twitch streamer. What
I
sort of
am.
projects do you have coming up that you want to talk about, that you want
Oh,
chat to take a look at?
I always invite people to follow me on Twitch because I try and stream every week. I call myself unemployed because by the current I'm self-employed. Like I am actually registered self-employed, but I don't have a classical working for somebody job. I'm employed as a Twitch streamer and a artists. So I do art commissions, which I stream as well, so that people can see the process of the art that I go through, and also help me sometimes. The amount of hints and tips I've got off people like Maffa or Tato, even or Vamp, like who is actually like a graphic artist by trade. um, I do my art on stream so people can see the process and see that I'm self-taught. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I know that sounds really cheesy, but I genuinely mean it. That's true. Zark wants me to do Dwarf Fortress. I do community challenges quite a lot.
Yeah, didn't
Um,
you just do a Dark Souls one?
I did, and it broke me. I will freely admit that it broke me. I did it for like 2.5 hours. That was a tough day this week. I do keep meaning. I think I will download the VOD and put it on YouTube because people said that it was entertaining to see me get so angry at a game I don't even like, but was doing for the good of the community. I don't recommend watching it, but other people might. So I just do as I'm told. I really do. Oh, thank you, Bunny. That's really sweet. Thank you for sharing out my link
Linktree, check
tree.
it
Everything
out.
is there. Everything. My
Everything is
Twitter,
there.
my Twitch, my portfolio, my DeviantArt portfolio, my Instagram. If you're interested in just pictures of me and my actual face, whatever you like. Honestly, I encourage you all to follow me. I think my Discord's on there as well. Actually, if anybody wants to join um,
The Den.
the den, if anybody wants to join me and my Discord in the den, especially anybody who's also a content creator, it's a community Discord. It very
Your
much encourages people to share their work as well. So,
fucking bacon.
um,
Your OnlyFans.
you think he's joking, but I do have one. I
Hey,
just
I
don't
mean,
link.
is it on the
Honest
link
to God.
tree? Is it on?
I don't think it is anymore. I think after I had that little mini hate raid, I think I removed it just in case. Yeah, no, I removed it from there. But it does
Okay.
exist. I don't post to it currently. But I did post to it for like a year. At the minute I don't, just because I haven't taken any pictures. But yeah, I do. It's not like really explicit stuff. And I did it mostly for the fun, mostly for the fun of it and for body positivity. I think I've told you before
Absolutely.
that one of my main things is body positivity because I am plus size, majorly plus size. So, I'm tall and wide, and I think everybody should encourage that. I don't think I'm fat and I'm proud. I genuinely will say that. So go for it. Body
Absolutely.
positivity, I'm all about
I'm absolutely here for it.
it.
I'm a fluffier bear.
Yes,
I'm a
me
bear.
too.
So I have the whole thing.
Yeah.
I lived in a tundra for most of my life, so
Hmm.
this helped me. It was great success, but also, I
Great
mean,
success.
everybody's bodies, like, is it your body? Is it your problem? Like, just mind your business.
Yeah, mind your
And
business.
mind your business
Just
and have a wonderful time. Just be wonderful to each other. You
that
know?
is, oh, it's so important to me. Yeah, I think I definitely agree with you on that one, like wholeheartedly. Like, if it's not affecting you negatively, just move on.
Yeah.
And my excess weight is not affecting anybody else except me, so it's my problem. Move on. Go away. No, but come back. Really, I have more to say.
Wait,
That's true.
stay with us. Stay with us.
No, stay a while. Bacon's right though. I can't make him not bully me. Bully in the nice sense of the word, where we have banter. I don't like the word banter because it sounds all laddish and whatever, but it is genuinely. There's a big part of that in my community where I can take a joke, come and make jokes to me. I don't care because you're not going to hurt my
We
feelings.
I actually we have a good time in the den. We have a good
Well,
time.
we do, right? Yeah, I was so pleased when you joined. You were number 100. We were. Did you know?
I didn't know that.
Did you not? I didn't know. I didn't know if Tato would have told you. Yeah, I basically put out saying we're at 99 people. If you know anybody who might want to join us, get us over 100. And then he invited you and you joined. So you were number 100.
Always the achiever.
Yes,
Always.
you are. You got the achieve. I shouldn't given you something special. I'll send you a gold star.
Oh my
Your
goodness.
gold star for
Yeah.
number 100. So yeah, I'm
Gonna put a
very.
hundred in it so I can just be like,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm 100.
so you do the DeviantArt thing. You take commissions,
I do, yes.
and
Commission's
you
open
you've been
for
doing the.
March currently. Oh, next project I have coming up. A current project, I'm working on 2 emotes for Hiker. My next project is 2 emotes for you and then 1 for Tato.
Yes, I'm very excited.
I'm gonna be streaming those very soon, next week or 2. Very excited. I know. Once I finish Hikers, you're next. So if you
You
wanna
heard
see
it. You
me.
heard it here first, chat. Live on stream. She's doing it live.
I'm doing it live. You'll see me, the art will come to life. Oh, hopefully. Fingers crossed if I can
I'm
achieve it
I'm
again.
thoroughly ready for it. I'm here
I'm so
for it.
excited.
So excited.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. I love that meme so much. I know we don't like him, but we like his meme.
Listen, memes transcend. It's just a transcend. It's like it's better.
Yeah,
It's better. You
it
know?
is. Of course it is. Can I commit to somebody? Oh my god. Yeah, nothing hyper realistic. Mine is. If you see my portfolio, I do not do hyper realism. I can try, but it's not my forte. If you want something
I
hyper
don't really want to
realistic,
see a hyper realistic bunny bear with an axe.
it
I feel
would.
like
It would. Can you imagine?
it would be its own thing. It's its own little creepy pasta image.
It really
Like
would.
darkness.
And there's somebody out there that could achieve it way better than me. But like you say, not really sure. I want to see it.
I don't think I'm not ready for it. I don't think the
I'm
internet's
not ready
ready
for
for it
it. You're
either.
gonna have a cutesy bunny bear for sure.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing. Bunny Bear is a cute little bear detective. Just being cute, having fun.
Yeah,
Here to
that's
do
you.
crime about it. Just
Absolutely.
yeah.
And that's you all over. Honestly, that's how I would describe you too.
That's how I
Cute and
feel.
having fun.
It's how it goes. You
Yeah,
see it, it's gonna be great. I'm
yeah.
excited for those. I'm always excited for your art streams. I love when you do Papers,
Oh,
Please. I
oh,
have that game wish list because I saw you playing
oh.
it. I was like, I need
Oh,
I
you
need
have,
it.
honest to God, yeah, highly recommend it. Paper Sleeves is fun. I do need to play some more of that actually. That is currently my when I'm not feeling artistic game at the minute. I'm like, yeah, I can just switch off and check passports.
Yeah,
It's way easier. That's I don't think I have anything else to play. I feel really like it's weird how self-conscious I get when I have to like actually talk about myself and my stuff. Like I
I
don't
get you.
I
I
feel
get you.
like
I get you all hyped up and scared. Then I'm like, also, also another aspect of anxiety and fear. Talk
yeah.
about yourself
Talk about
in a
yourself. That's the
positive
spooky.
light. Like,
That's the spookiest thing from the whole stream.
the real scary story was the
It
friendship
is.
we found along the way.
Everybody in chat making the same jokes as us as well. Oh, amazing.
Uh,
Yeah, self promotion hard and terrifying, but I really appreciate you giving me the platform with which to do it and your beautiful community. It's very, very kind of you.
Thank
I've had
you.
such fun tonight.
This
Genuinely,
is
I've been
this
looking for
is this is what we do every Saturday. We
every
have
Saturday.
we have a friend on. We tell scary stories.
Hmm.
We have little chitty chats about stuff. And it's a nice way for me to have different perspectives on things. Get that spooky like interaction with other people. I
Yep.
mean, it's just a fun time, and you get to learn new things. I like to learn new things every day, so this
Me
this
too.
for
Yes.
sure helps me achieve that goal.
Yeah.
Um,
Same
which
here.
is it's a whole thing. I'm here for it. But
I you have yeah, you've got the next you've definitely doing one next Saturday, aren't you? I was just looking at your events.
yeah, I have Let
Yes,
me
you
take
do.
a look because I actually
It's
have a schedule. I believe next week is Jotun.
it is. And then you have a gap on the 5th. Wait, I think no,
Yeah,
it's not
my
the 5th.
mom's birthday
My brother's
is in
birthday.
the general region area
Yes.
time. So I enjoy,
Understandably, you're not streaming that day.
yeah, because
That's fair.
she'll be like, "Ma'am, you can't just do that." I'm like, "Yes, I can."
Yeah. Yeah, watch me. Yeah, it's my brother.
Unless
The
maybe
5th.
unless mom wants to get on a stream with me.
Oh, how on a
when I
scale of 1 to
finally
10,
when I
how likely
finally
is that?
when I finally get affiliate,
Yeah.
um I got to get more streams in, I got to get people to follow me. But
Yep.
when
You're
I
going
do that
you're on
and
the
I
right
have
track.
those little sound bits,
Mhm.
I am absolutely going to have my mom record just little like her being like not tell her what they're for, just be like say this word
Yes.
and just voice record her. Like
Amazing.
like just get her like
Yeah.
riled up so like she gets some type of way. It's going to be
That
fantastic.
is
So
a
many.
fantastic idea. Oh my god, that's brilliant. I want
Toby Deer, I was watching one of their streams during the solstice yam, and they had their sound bites was their mom. And I was like, I love that, and I'm gonna steal that idea. Thank you for that
genius.
beautiful idea.
I want one of my mum too as well. I
Now
wonder
we're
if she'd be
just
down for it.
everybody's mums is gonna be sound bits.
Everyone and their mums.
Is true. It's true.
Oh, I would love that. That is a brilliant idea. I genuinely. You're close though. You're getting really close to affiliate, I think, right?
I don't know.
You don't check.
I I lie. I do check frequently. Um, I
Oh,
think before
you
this stream I
should.
had before this stream I had 40 followers, I think.
Yep. You're at
Um
45 now, I
I'm
think.
at
I know.
45? Shut
Yeah, you
up.
got 40. It says 45. When I did a refresh earlier, it says 45. So you are 5 away, my friend.
I am so okay, now I have to stream more.
Yep.
Someone hold me accountable to this.
You've got to
Like,
stream like
"Bunny, have
what,
you
twice a
streamed
week?
today?"
You streamed last night as well, though. You're doing good. As long as
Yeah,
you do 2 a week, you're set. Because it only has to be 7 in a month in a 30-day period. That's it.
that's true. Yeah, Fridays I
Yeah.
do the usual suspects
Yeah.
game and
If
then
you do 8 streams in a 30-day period with your average up, you're set. Once you get the 50,
well, I'm
you're set. You're so close.
I'm very blessed and fortunate that I have wonderful friends and just
Mhm.
people enjoying coming, visiting during the lives as well as checking the VODs after. So I'm doing pretty okay, and that's I don't think that's a reflection of me, but a reflection of the awesome people who
Yeah.
watch this, who listen to it while they're working
Aw.
or like
Mhm.
driving, like, and that just makes me happy, and I love it, and I'm here for it.
I'm here
Um,
for it too. I
I
do a lurk
really,
every
I
Saturday.
bless you. You're a legend.
I'm here. When I can be, I'm here.
I genuinely though I do appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me today and
Oh, I've
tell these
genuinely had a
spooky
pleasure.
stories. Chat again if you are into awesome content. You like art, you like wonderful gaming, beautiful people, excellent conversation, a good place to laugh and chill out and feel supported and safe. Please be sure to check out my friend Tabby Meow on her Twitch
You're doing it yourself.
as well as check out her cool link tree with all of her different
Oh,
content. Follow
you
her,
got me
get in the
there.
comments on her stuff. Get in there. I believe in you. I
Oh,
personally,
you
after
got
all these
me.
spooky stories, I'm gonna sleep like a baby bear tonight. I really
I
am.
I hope I do. I really hope I do because I'm up very early tomorrow to go and meet real life friends to go to a science museum. So with their kids, it's like a kiddie thing. So I'm up very early tomorrow to drive an
You're
hour and a
gonna
half.
listen, hey, I mean, who knows? Maybe that thing will follow you and you
Yeah.
won't even have to worry about waking up early because you'll have already been awake.
The whole night. Oh
You can
god. Oh, that's
just
scary,
worry
that.
about that now because I know it's
That
like
one.
nighttime for you.
It is. Oh,
Sun's
it's
shining
20
outside of
past
my
10 at
window.
night.
I'm just chilling here like, "Oh, it's so sunny out. It's beautiful."
I'm
But
very
yeah,
jealous because right now, yes, very, very dark. It's like pitch black.
well, let's wrap up here. I
Okay.
hope that, you have time in the future to come hang
Yes,
out. I had a lot of fun
me
chatting with
too.
you. This was definitely beautiful. We should obviously
Thank
collab
you.
on everything
I
because
can't
we're
wait,
awesome
genuinely.
and I'm so
You're
humble.
awesome. No, let me talk you up for a minute. Come on. You're brilliant. It's genuinely been a pleasure, and you've all been so kind to me, and it's very sweet. Thank you so much for having me, Bunny. It's been a genuine pleasure. I've had so much fun.
This has been phenomenal.
Yeah,
we're just
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Let's
You're great.
let's let's share the love with a
Yes.
cheeky little raid. Everyone loves a raid. Why
Yeah, we
not?
do.
Let's see
Woo!
who is on. Why, hello, look at this. One of the usual suspects is on. I'm talking about Jotun. He's playing,
Perfect.
um, what is this game? Hades? It looks very fast. There's a lot of stuff happening. But
Good game.
I always enjoy his stuff. I also play with him like every week, so we have a great time. Sometimes on Thursdays we do the thank God it's almost Friday bit where we either color or just like have a good time. It's definitely a fun time.
Mhm.
So how do I do a raid? Shit, I'm bad at this. Sorry,
Well,
Twitch.
it's fine. We'll help you.
Meow,
/raid.
meow.
You do a forward slash and then
Okay.
raid, and then
And
space,
then
and then the person's full username, and that's it.
do I know how to spell? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna do it myself. We're all very proud of me.
So proud, genuinely.
I did it!
You did do it, I'm so proud.
This is lovely. Again, it's been great. I hope you guys have a spooky night. And thank you again for hanging out with us. Again, check out Tabby
Yes.
Meow. I will see you guys for another spooky Saturday next Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I chill out with Jotun, who we're actually rating right now. And who knows what we're gonna get into? Maybe some cryptid stuff, maybe some alien stuff. Who knows? Let's do this. And again, have a great time, internet. Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye. Mwah.